Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moonshine himself.
Of Harlem.
Yeah. You already know this is Pawn, drunk, boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazon, aka El Borracho. Out here, Del Rey Boxing Gym. Gonna meet up with Erickson Lubin, Coach Kevin Cunningham. Y'all already know they're gonna be performing against Jason Rosario, the undercard, Javante Tank Davis, Mario Barrios. Y'all already know. Bringing you some exclusive. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. Let's go. Machete, cut the drama, to cut you like Jeffrey Dahmer. With my mom and a bomb, yeah, like Osama. Push a button, I push a nuclear button like Obama's terminating you, coming after you like John Connor's mama. I'm a nigga with no fear. Who the fuck you tryna punk, nigga? Crazy nigga must be on liquor. The extra shots is gonna get him shot. You ain't pool niggas walking around with a bulletproof the body, so we'll fuck with a Latin nigga with a chip too. You underestimated the silence, dude. I silence you with the silence up. They finding you below the island dust. I'm civilized, half animal. I made you call for now sleeping in. Deep water bury you way deep in that. Fuck porn out the liquor, I'll be in that. Yeah, I'm not Marolo Tony, but I'm an educator, humble nigga with a hood hands. Motherfucker, yo te platico un mundo todo. Hey, wanna see Freddy Cougar, no me cojones. Mama bicho, got your shit in your pantaloncillo. Maldito palomo, hediondo, you smell like homeless toto. Say it love to my fofo. Po, call 911, the ambulance in the po-po. Can't believe what they see in the concrete. But try to bully me, they get done beat. Yo, let's go for the bullet niggas, the crooked cops, the family court system, the whole judicial system. You ain't taking advantage of me no more. I made sure you feel it before, I don't breathe no more. Yeah, a payback, nigga lay back, nigga take that. Where the haters said I spray that. Better duck. Let me further introduce myself, Demolo, the nigga playboy, hustler, criminal. Come to words to describe me, unbelievable. Radical maniac, I'm unique, I'm unbreathable, undefeatable. I'm a winner, a sinner when I'm pushing when I'm in her. Yo soy un monstruo como sea, come mierda, cree mío, mama verga. Anybody got a problem with me, you better be ready for show. Get the pilot, better duck a motherfucker, got the chopper, better run, I better reload. Never thought this quiet, humble nigga got big cojones, now you know. I wish a nigga would, use a tech of wood, I bury you in the woods, come on. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Test me. I wish a motherfucker would. 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 Test me. I wish a motherfucker would. Give me the microphone, about to turn up. I'm a hurdle, a lyrical burner, mass walking, never heard of. Mr. Bob Bonky, the sex symbol to your mom, sisters, and aunties. I'm good money, no virgins at the PIC. The nigga blow hustler, then my mother for making my mother books. And look, you say I'm crazy, I'm the greatest. Look, I'm the truth, but I don't got the balls on that hat, bro. Like Bruce, come on, sick of all no bruise. Bring through somebody goons. Nowadays, these bitches flying brooms. I'm the one running this world that's groomed that marry grooms. But that's another topic. Let's talk about making legitimate profits. Motivating your pockets. I'm stacking Benjamins, making out with the ceiling. Niggas jumping out the building. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Me making money is certain people's feelings. I don't give a fuck about a beef or drinking make meals. I don't follow niggas. I'm interested putting that beef on that bitch grill. I'm that nigga. Me making money is certain people's feelings. 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 Why? I don't know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Why? Yeah, I know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. You got a pearling, you the one that was me, bro. Trigger the brawling. I shoot you easy like free throws. Palomo, I want you to call it triple threat. Got talent, got looks, got bread. Still hungry cause I never got fed. I'm always gonna make money even when I'm dead. Mira, mama, grab you tengo mi enemigo. If you don't got haters, you don't got enough paper. Call me Florida, more you hate, I made you can fool or you won't be a fool if you won't. I do to your face, I boo in your face. Simple and boo in your face. But God sakes, it needs more than the first aim. Band-aid, need reconstruction surgery. He tried to murder me. This motherfucker, he tried to murder me. I told you what I do, you keep on hating me. Told you what I do, you keep on hating me. Told you what I do, you keep on hating me. I wasn't in, I was stalling with the nigga. Mira, maldito, mama, huevo, yo te mato como quiera. Killing your haters will be easy. Today I declare slap a hater day. Me making money is certain people's feelings. 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 Why? I don't know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Why? Yeah, I know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Bet against me, that ain't clever. They might be silent, but they ain't better. Work hard to get easy money. Won't fall in love, so be easy, honey. You count me out, I'm counting honey. I feel good, but I buy me something. Expensive cooch, I'll buy me coming. Kylie, she probably coming. If you open the lanes up, I'm probably ducking. Hit the back ball like Tim Duncan. Let me teach you things, call me Coach Pop. I'm sugar daddy, so blood pop. Let's head to the crib so I can head in the co-op. You ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Whoa, no me joda. If you ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Whoa, no me joda. If you ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Me making money, yeah, we making money. Man, I'm hurting people's feelings, we making money. We making money, yeah, and I'm hurting people's feelings, we making money. We making money, yeah, we hurting people's feelings, we making money. Yeah, we making money, yeah, we hurting people's feelings, yeah. You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine. Dímelo, mi hermano, mi hermana. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Let me shout out to the people in the building, What's good, what's good? I was shouting you out in the chat. Lopez in the building. Yo, Lopez, what's good? Fire. Y'all already know Michael in the building, man. Manny P in the building. Shout you out, my brother right there, my brother Lopez, Louis, Leo in the building, Boxing After Dark. Spence, a real killer in the ring, but he almost killed a career in sparring. Ooh, okay. Dim in the building, Dim, Manny, what's good, man? What's good? Dim in the building. Rivera, dímelo, mi hermano. Choice, 12-ounce born moonshine. Do you think it will be a bad idea if some of these fighters and trainers bring a top-tier experienced professional to help them, papa? Keep that, but bring somebody. Yeah, and I do think that some of these people do that. Henry Garcia had that with Eddie Reynoso. You see, Earl Spence Sr. Bringing Derrick James. Remember, he's in his corner as well. Let's not forget that the Charlo brothers, their father has helped them out. Their father is the one that groomed them really onto the professional level. Teofimo Lopez Sr., Teofimo Lopez, they always get some. They have Rubio. They always have somebody helping them with their camp. You know, so a lot of people do it. A lot of fathers do it. Look at Kenny Porter. He'll have Barry Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Barry Hunter help him out. So a lot of these, it's not like how people may perceive it, like, oh, these fathers don't ask for no help or nothing like that. Nah, these guys get help, you know? These guys get help. They not that dumb. Danny Medina, what's good, Mr. Moo? Shouting sazón el borracho y pastor de boxeo. Smash the like button in the building. Smash the like button. HLD in the building. HLD. Moonshine, the realest. The realest of all these boxing channels that I've run across. So he's not pure as the driven snow, but nobody. That's good looking now.
Sammy Cruz in the building. I meant to say the waterweight class. That was a good point of what you brought up in these days. Fight, man. Yeah, Marvin Hagler, Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearn. Let them build their legacy. Facts. Samir. What's really good? Me and Lionel, the best yet to come. 2022. Hell yeah. Shout out also to Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield, with a great interview yesterday. With a great interview, man. That was good and solid. There's people that got mad. Things was said. Choice was good. Choice. We just said, Manny, I think he also could get even better with his skills if Papa Lopez will bring in top dog training like Abel Sanchez to help him only, no replace him. Yeah, I mean, they do. They bring some help. They do bring some help, but y'all already know 2021 was a lot of surprises. And this is why we're talking about this subject in 2022, because there was surprises in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. Shout out to Kyrie Irving standing on his square, saying, I'm not going to be taking no shot. I ain't going to put nothing in my body that I don't think is 100%. Y'all ain't going to make me do that. Y'all ain't going to make me just, you know what I'm saying, swallow my pride, swallow my principles, swallow my morals, and things of that nature. My dignity for basketball. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people out there is watching Kyrie Irving in his first game back this season. Proud of that man. Dímelo, compa, dímelo, César. Señor, ¿cómo está usted? Very good. All right, baby. Okay. Since last year, 2021, came with a lot of surprises. I believe it was a good year. Came with a lot of surprises, upsets, trilogy, undisputed matchup. We seen the Charlo, Brian Castaño. That was a great fight. Even though people was like, oh, yo, Punch, how the hell did you have Charlo winning? Man, some of the Latino people was like, yo, you traded la raza, man. Mira, señor, ¿qué? I only had one view, right? But Charlo, Brian Castaño was a good fight. I was out there in San Antonio. The good food in San Antonio, and looking forward to go to Houston to catch the rematch. Another undisputed. Yes, he's a head case. Anyways, got more problems than getting jabbed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put the link so I could join me in the panel with a membership in like 15. Let me get the intro in, and I'm gonna put the link up in the members. If y'all want to come to the panel, y'all already know what to do. If y'all are members, y'all already know it's gonna be in the member community section. I'm gonna put the link in the community membership. If y'all want to jump on the panel so we can chop this up, because I want to have your take. I want to know. I want to pick off what y'all saying so we can build up as boxing heads. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Bring our boxing minds together and see what may come through fruition 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know we got a trilogy. Just like we had last year, we have a trilogy, ladies and gentlemen. We have Roman Gonzalez, future Hall of Famer, Chocolatito, was regarded pound for pound number one at one time, versus Juan Francisco Estrada. A fight that happened early last year around March, and people was arguing, debating like, nah, Chocolatito won. Nah, they robbery. I think it was a close fight. Could have gone either way. It could have been a draw. I think I had it 115, 113 Chocolatito, but at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. It was still a great fight, but two great men. You can't blame the fighters. You can blame the judges. So they're going to have the trilogy. They're going to run it back. Let's go. Smash the like button. Yo estoy aquí para trabajar con ustedes, Smash the like button, coñazo. ¿Qué está pasando aquí, Me voy de aquí. Smash the like button. Share the live stream. Let's go. Let's get to work. No support, me voy de aquí. Amanda versus Katie. Amanda Serrano versus Katie Taylor. It's going to be history. Oh, yeah. It will. Ladies and gentlemen, what else we got? So we got that trilogy, right? It's Chocolatito. Y'all saw the title and the thumbnail. It's Keith Thurman and Co. Just not only Keith full-time Thurman, but let's give it some names. Who will be champion again 2022? Damn it, I should write that. I should put that on the heading. Let's see. Hold on. Let me put that in the heading right quick. Who? Let's put it on the heading. Yo, smash the like button. Let's go, man. Who will be champion 20 champion again in 2022? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's talk. Let's rap. Let's talk. Who will be champion again in 2022? This year, ladies and gentlemen, we go, like I said, Trilogy, Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito versus Juan Francisco Estrada. Will Chocolatito, which I believe, y'all already know, y'all heard him in the post-fight interview last fight. He gave a beautiful speech. It seemed like he was retiring, but he said, no puedo, Punch. No, porque yo gané esa pelea. Y no me puedo ir de aquí sin ganarle a Juan Francisco Estrada. Yo soy Chocolatito, yo soy cristiano. Dios no me va a permitir que yo me vaya de aquí sin ganarle a ese tipo. Eso es lo que me dijo Chocolatito. Will Chocolatito beat Juan Francisco Estrada and become champion again? Oh, yes, my fault, Dim. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put him on the thumbnail. Let's speak about that though. I'm gonna get to Loma. Hold on. I'm gonna get to Loma. I'm gonna get to Loma because of course we also gotta break it down. Or is all these people realistically gonna have the opportunity to become champion again? We're gonna have to talk about that. The ones that have the opportunity, right? Let's talk about the ones that have the opportunity first, right? Lomachenko and Cambosa. Look, Teofimo Lopez, like I just dropped the video. Go check it out after the live stream. What's up, Trevor Brown? What's good? Salute everybody in the building. Chocolatito, will he be a champion again 2022? Would he be Juan Francisco Estrada? I believe he's highly capable of being Juan Francisco Estrada. I like Kyrie Irving, even though he believed the earth is flat. No joke, homeboy, release flat, but I've not been to space, so I gotta take the word for it. Smash the like button. Let's go, man. Smash the like button. Where's the support? All right? Smash the like button. Teofimo Lopez moving to 140. I already know he got defeated by George Cambosa Jr., the man from down under. Shout out to the Greeks. Shout out to the Australian people. Great people. The upset, one of the upsets of the year. Madison Square Garden, New York City, the Hulu Theater. It was a packed house, sold out the day before. Everybody came out for T.O., but George Cambosa came out with a lot of fans. And of course, a lot of people saw the post-fight interview. A lot of people was mad about it. A lot of people wasn't happy about it. Because I'm going to tell you, that when I was in the stadium, when I was in the arena, there was a lot of people that was just clapping for Teofimo Lopez even after the fight, because at the end of the day, that was still a great fight. That was still a great, entertaining fight. I mean, Teo got knocked down. Then he knocked down George Cambosa in the 10th of the championship round. So it was a great fight. But I did think that the post-fight interview did take a lot. It did take away from Teo. It did. It just did. You know what I'm saying? We can't hide it or nothing like that. I told that mentally, to take my wrench. I don't want to be on that mentally ill channel. Damn. There's a crackpot on live now saying what? he said, how he said there's a crackpot on live now saying what? It's number one, Papa. Oh, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man, I don't know, man. Yo, I'm trying to Trevor, I'm trying to refrain myself, from I could just look, every boxing content creator, I'm trying to break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? Over here. Whatever other people doing, whatever they feel they need to do. Whatever they feel, you know what I'm saying? What they gonna say? My pound for pound is my opinion. It is what it is. You get your own pound for pound. Okay. Wow, this number one. Oh, hey. Oh man. he said he has Crawford number 13. I'm telling you, the YTBC, man, is a crazy place, man. It's a crazy place. It's a crazy place. It's a crazy place. I don't know what to say, man. If nobody has look, I don't if nobody has Canelo Alvarez on the pound for pound list, they probably come with some narrative saying that because he used Cambuterol, he's not on my pound for pound list, but yet they want Canelo Alvarez to do all the damn work. I don't know. And Sukasa is I don't know, man. I'm telling you, man, the YTBC is just a crazy place. You feel me? Bless Brian, new on the channel. What's up, man? What's good, my brother? What's good, Bless Brian? I got my own pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? I got my own pound for pound list. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say a little bit later on the live. Let's get through. Let's get through the who will become champion again. Who will become champion again? So Tiffany Lopez at 140. I think he's highly jumps up. I hope greetings, my brother. I'm telling you, man. Yo, when it comes to the pound for pound talk of the sport of boxing, man, that's the fight. That's fight mode right there. What? You crazy? 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? Why you don't have it? Oh man. You know, I think what pound for pound has anybody ever seen a perfect pound for pound when it's not your pound for pound, but you be like, yeah. That's what it is. You feel me? I think it's always 1-2 fighters. Like, I think it's always nearly perfect, but has anybody really said, now that's a pound for pound list? Now that's perfecto right there. Because I've dropped a pound for pound list and people be like, yo, you crazy. You crazy. Like on my pound for pound list, I don't have right now, not because I don't want to. Right now, I don't have Errol Spence because of inactivity. You know what I'm saying? The next time he's going to fight is going to be what, in April? And it's not even scheduled to fight yet. So he ain't fight the whole 2021. And, you know, once it passes like 14 months, you know what I'm saying? Because in 14 months, what is it? 14? Nah, it's supposed to be like 18 months. But I'm saying in 18 months, you can actually get stripped from a belt federation. But I'm just saying, I remember they took Manny Pacquiao out after a year of inactivity. They taken Keith Thurman. Remember they took out Keith Thurman from the pound for pound list? Not even a year. They didn't even go a whole year. They took him out the pound for pound list. I remember I did the video I was talking about. They took Keith Thurman out the pound for pound list like around 11 months of inactivity. So Errol Spence, which is on my real pound for pound list, on this January 2022 is not on the pound for pound list just for inactivity, but I'm gonna explain it a little later. I did put it on Twitter just in case. Jose Ramirez is a monster. He is, man. And could he still be a champion? So we're gonna think about we're gonna talk about who could be champion again 2022, and then we're gonna be really trying to break down the names who really has the opportunity to become champion this year. So Tiffany Lopez moves to 140. I believe that he has the skill set, the capability to go and grab a title. Of course, he's gonna have to go fight Jose Cepeda, which I think is going to be his next fight probably in April or March. Not March. I think it's going to be in April or May. It's going to be early spring. And if you could get that Jose Cepeda fight, the WBC is going to mandate that fight. The winner is going to be mandatory to Josh Taylor. So I think that's going to be a good fight right there. If Tiffany Lopez is he going to be champion again at 140? I do think that he's capable of beating Josh Taylor. And if Josh Taylor drops the belts, I think he's going to get one. He could get a belt, in my opinion. So yeah, Keith one time Thurman. Keith one time Thurman, y'all already know if y'all follow the channel, he's been one of my favorite fighters, of course. I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively, but of course, Keith one time Thurman has been one of my favorite fighters, especially I am a big fan of the 07-08 class. I'm a big fan of Gary Russell Jr., Keith Thurman, Wilder, the Charlos, Crawford, Mikey, Danny, Porter, Alexander Usyk. That was my favorite class. That was one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite class. You know what I'm saying? Because around that time, like I said, what's good, K Savoy? What's good, my brother? Because around that time, when I was getting tired of the professional level, I was very, very into the amateur circuit. So around that time, I was really following the amateur circuit. One of my boys was a boxer. My homegirl, Christina Cruz, who is a professional now, I was following her in the amateur. She's been in the amateur for a while, right? So I was so in tune to amateurs. So Charles Hatley, one of my favorite fighters, the battle he had with Keith Fontana Thurman and Demis Andre, Boo Andre. I'm a fan of Boo Andre. You already know. So that was my favorite. That was my favorite class. So I can't wait. This is gonna be a good month for me because I'm gonna see Gary Russell Jr. versus Mark. Mark, you already know the Filipino. He's going to be the golden child of the Philippines. Now that Manny Pacquiao retired, you already know Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, the 5 linear, the 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the center, the humanitarian, the karaoke, the best karaoke singer of them all. Digo, Manny Pacquiao. Is Mark Manzaya going to be the next golden child for the Filipino people? Nonito Donaire had a great year. You know what I'm saying? Knocking everybody out. Found the fountain of youth. Say what's up to the people right there. Yo, Case of War in the building. What's good, man? Smash the like button, everybody. Brian Guzman, dímelo, mi hermano. What's good, chat? What's good, Punch? I'm doing great, my brother. I'm doing great. So, Keith one time Thurman, if he does, February 5th, got a pay-per-view event. I'm going to peep for the pay-per-view. Matter of fact, I'm going even further. I'm going to go to that fight. I'm going to go to that fight because I just want to see my favorite fighter. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to see one of my favorite fighters. It's not about all the time is a pay-per-view event. Yeah, if it's a pay-per-view fight, no. But is a pay-per-view attraction for me? Yes, it is. And I'm paying for it, right? Now, he beat Mario Barrios on February 5th. Hopefully, he's injury-free. Hopefully, he gets his hunger back. Let's not forget that Keith Fontana Thurman in the PBC podcast after the Manny Pacquiao fight stated that he couldn't find his killer instinct. And right then and there, I said, what? You? Keith, you my guy. What the hell you talking about that in one of the biggest fights of your life? I'm talking that the changing of the guards, the passing of the torch, pay-per-view. You couldn't find the killer instinct to fight Manny Pacquiao? That you know what? If you can't find the killer instinct fighting Manny Pacquiao, you ain't never gonna find it again. So I got to see this fight, ladies and gentlemen. I got to see the killer. I got to see Keith one time Thurman one time. I got to see that guy again. If I don't see that man again, if I see a Josecito Lopez type of performance after the 7th round or in the 7th round, if I see him trying to do the shoulder roll when he never did the shoulder roll in his whole career, then we can't be talking about Thurman as putting him in a fight with Crawford and Earl Spence. Because then for damn sure, it's about the moolah, the money. It's a cancel for boxing. You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their thing. You feel me, Brown? I'm trying to like, you know what I'm saying? I figure out in the YTBC, people just do their thing. There's boxing channels that want to break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. There's boxing channels that they came into the YTBC, really loving the sport of boxing, and then figure out the way how to make money and do and hustle and hustle people, right? And then there's other people that just want to be with the narrative. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the sport of boxing in the YTBC. It's an important platform, in my opinion, when it comes to boxing, because mass media don't give a damn about the sport of boxing. They don't talk about boxing, but there's people that know the truth. There's people that know the rules. There's people that know why this fight won't happen. People know, but it's not important. A lot of people like gossip, and that's what it is. The YTBC has just become a bunch of gossip. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's just stretching out a conversation, right? Just like we stretched out for 20 months, the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and the Glove Gate and the Watergate and all that bullshit, right? We stretched it out. But channels also stretch it out because in reality, there's channels out there. There's channels out there that don't want to really talk about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love talking about the women boxing. I like talking about the amateur. Shout out to Ben Whitaker. I don't give a damn if y'all don't like what I said about you on my video. Ben Whitaker is going to be a dangerous man in the sport of boxing when he turned pro. That super middleweight division is going to be Ben Whitaker's. Lightweight division, Ben Whitaker versus Hurto Ramirez. Ben Whitaker, I haven't seen a 6'3" dude. The dude is an enigma. The dude is nice. Shout out to the UK. You got a product right there. And I hope he comes to the US and spars with the Americans, because every time when the people from abroad train right here, they become a different type of monster. You saw Lennox Lewis, so he needed to come over here and train with Mike Tyson and custom model, right? We know that. Manny Pacquiao from the Philippines. We know where he trained. He trains in California. He ain't gonna stay in the Philippines. Triple G, y'all already know where he at. He's out here in Colorado Springs. You feel me? So I think the people abroad, hey, Tyson Fury, the Krung Gym, all right? Sugar Hill, stick to the jab, motherfucker. Huh? Do what I tell you. What he was saying? Sugar Hill. Hey, I want Sugar Hill Stewart to train Ben Whitaker. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying that over there in the UK. Rapstar Boxing. See, I'm talking about the UK. Look at Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Over here from the UK. London. Talking about the UK. Here comes Rapstar Boxing Knowledge. Like, who's talking about my country, mate? Is it you punch? Hey, Rapstar, I got faith that Josh Kelly is he's going to win his next bout and get back into the rhythm of things, and you're going to hear Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn. I believe so. David Morrell Jr. Cuba, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy that David Morrell Jr. is a Cuban fighter that don't fight like Rigondeaux, that don't fight like Frank Sanchez. Rigondeaux, I never want to see him on television ever again. I'm sorry. With all the skills and talent, yeah. Boxing is hit and not get hit. I don't want to see Dancing with the Stars no more. That's what Rigondeaux showed us in the Showtime telecast versus John Rio Casimero. I do not want to see Dancing with the Stars. Sorry, Rigondeaux. I don't want to see you in national TV no more. I don't want to see you on Showtime. I don't want to see you on Fox. I don't want to see you on ESPN. I don't want to see you even on MySpace. I don't want to see you on AOL. I don't want to see you ever again. No. Channel 35. Remember Channel 35? I don't want to see you in the box. I don't want to see you nowhere. All right? YouTube, nothing. Choice, good looking out, my brother. Good looking out. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I don't want to see that. I don't, man. I don't, man. I don't want to see it. Oh, man, I don't want to see it, man. Don't do it. Please, no promoter. Keep that man away. Keep that man away from us, man. Donna, what's good? Oh, K Savoy, what's good, man? Good looking out. Appreciate that, my brother. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, K Savoy. Good looking out. HLD, he said, Frank Sanchez is heading down that same route. Oh, man. Yeah, man. HLD, he's heading on that same route. I'm not liking it, bro. I'm not liking it, man. Even Canelo Alvarez was screaming at him like, oh, hey, hey. Good looking now, K. Appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for the support, brother. He said, who's going to give Josh Taylor a shot at 147? I'm going to talk about that just a little bit, because that was my last tweet, Eliza. That was my last tweet. If y'all want to follow me on Twitter, I'm a Twitter head, man. I like tweeting, man. That's it. I put certain things on Instagram, but I'm a Twitter head, man. So if y'all want to follow me on Twitter, Mr. Moonshine 10, because you know what I'm saying, I used to talk a lot of politics and Twitter didn't like it. So there's like my fifth Twitter account. You feel me? Y'all said no more politics. I ain't no more politics. I Democrat, Republican. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm the Green Party. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia McKinney. All right, Jill Stein. All right, fuck. I ain't messing with the blue and red. Oh man, but Anthony Joshua. Will Anthony Joshua Damn, Punch. Viva la Cuba heavyweight is the worst division. So Sanchez is. I got kicked out for the same day. Yeah, K. Yo, 4 times, bro. And I can't even use I can't even use punch run boxing. I can't even use punch run boxing. Every time when I try it again, they're like they'll terminate. Yo, one time I got the account, and then the next day they sent me an email and they terminated the email. I ain't even tweet yet. So that's why it's Mr. Moonshine 10. Go follow me on Twitter. Sanchez in the building. Sorry, I'm late. Nah, man, you always early. And remember, you can catch the playback. You feel me? You never late, my brother. You never late. You know how we always late, man. Sanchez, how you gonna be late with your boy, man? Come on, man. You're 35 minutes late, Sanchez. You're 35 minutes late, Sanchez. Punch. Cuba needs another Gamboa, but no 50. Oh, we got a Morel Jr. We got Morel Jr. You feel me? That brain. Oh, don't say that, Brown. Somebody has Luis Ortiz on the pound for pound list. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that to me, man. Oh, you stop. Come on, Trevor Brown. Stop it, man. Nobody got no Luis Ortiz. You're lying, bro. Damn, man. And I think I'll be in the moonshine, man. Mr. 704. Cuba is the Caribbean. Let's not play. What? Stop it, man. Come on, Brown. You trolling us now? Are you trolling us?
You's a liar! You's a liar!
Yo. Somebody got Luis Ortiz on the pound for pound list. Stop it, yo. Y'all gotta stop this shit, man. Ay, yo, man. Oh, man. Thank God I believe in God. Not lying, Punch. Yo, he said, Samir said, crazy times we living in, man. You know, it's coming to the end of times, man. It's coming to the end of times. You're like, yo, Brown, stop, Brown. Can't. Yo. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna touch me. Let's keep it going. Anthony Joshua. I believe he had out of everybody in the list, he probably got the best opportunity. Chocolatito versus Estrada. See, that's opportunity to become a champion again. But Anthony Joshua versus Alessandro Usyk. You know what I like about Anthony Joshua? That Anthony Joshua has no excuses when he loses. He gets on himself. And you heard what Teddy Atlas said. Ladies and gentlemen, did you read what Teddy Atlas said? And I had this one thing. Look, Teddy Atlas, he's been in the sport of boxing. He's done what he had to do. But you know what? I think he's just I can't listen to Teddy, to be honest. No disrespect, but I just can't listen to Teddy. I think he's a major flip-flopper. I think he's bitter. His analysis be bitter. You know, I respect Teddy, but I just can't. I just, you know what? Just for me to not like is not the word, but just for me to not attach the content and the person, I just rather not even listen to him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like listening to Teddy. I mean, let me show you what Teddy said. Hold on. Let me. If y'all didn't get this, hold on. So Teddy Atlas said, and this was in reference to Anthony Joshua. Teddy Atlas said, Atlas, who worked with several top fighters like former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, Alexander Povetkin, and Michael Moore, feels Joshua accepts defeat too easily. Joshua accepts defeat too easily. Joshua, he's made too much money, Atlas said on his podcast, The Fight. I do think that He accepts defeat too easily, too graciously. I want a good winner and a good loser. Don't get me wrong. So he feels because Joshua, time out. We spent 20 months, 19 to 20 months, disrespecting. I'm talking about the whole boxing world. Disrespecting, standing on his neck. People call him the twerkinator. Huh? People mad that he ran Mark Breland under the bus. So what did Teddy Atlas want from Anthony Joshua? Do you want Anthony Joshua to come with the damaged excuses like Deontay Wilder? He lose too graciously. No. And this is what I tweeted. I said, damn, I guess he should have taken a page from Wilder. AJ don't accept defeat easy. That's why he's been in the gym ever since his loss, reevaluating his team. Remember, he came with the interview, Anthony Joshua, and said, he's scrapping. He's loyal to himself. He's loyal to himself. It's him getting in the ring, and I'm just paraphrasing. It's him getting in the ring that's risking his lives, right? I said, reevaluating his team, looking for a new trainer to click with. He's taking his loss very serious, yet professional. Punch, your energy on point tonight. Good show, very entertaining. Thank you, my man. Thank you, JD Spades. Feel me? I'm feeling you. Thank you very much. So Teddy Atlas, like you sending mixed signals to the boxing world. Do you want Anthony Joshua to take his loss like Deontay Wilder? That he takes his loss too graciously? Not everybody has your demeanor, Teddy. Not everybody is not everybody is punch drunk. Not everybody seem like they got something in their system. You feel me? Seems. I said seems. I'm joking around, man. I'm gonna be like, yo, punch drunk on that white side. He on that. Tony Montana. It's a damn joke, man. Y'all gonna get some rumors, huh? Y'all gonna do some rumors like they said about the car accident now, huh? Yo, Punch. No wonder he be hyped, son. No wonder he be hyped. A man like that couldn't get that hype. That's what makes it sense. You know what I'm saying? The dude had car, no matter, he don't feel shit. Anyway, let me stop entertaining that bullshit. All right. So, Teddy Atlas, you sending mixed signals. Anthony Joshua just have a different demeanor. That doesn't mean he's not hungry. The only thing I didn't like about Anthony Joshua, this is the only thing I don't like about Anthony Joshua, that Anthony Joshua was too fucking friendly with his opponents. When he gave the belts to Andy Ruiz to hold, hey, yo. Anthony Joshua, what the hell is wrong with you? Your opponent, you giving him all the motivation in the world. He made Andy Ruiz, when Andy Ruiz said, oh, this look good on me. Thank you, Anthony. You know, Andy Ruiz got that nice, soft, humble voice, sweet voice. Thank you, Anthony. You gave him all that motivation. You gave him all that hunger. I mean, he don't need to be hungry. He's always hungry. But you understand what I'm trying to say. You gave him all that. That's one thing I don't like about Anthony Joshua. And then taking selfies before the fight with Usyk, and then taking selfies after the fight. My man, you just too nice. So I could understand what he made me graciously, but what we know about Anthony Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz in New York City. He stood in New York City. We saw Anthony Joshua in West 4 downtown. You feel me? He stayed there. He thought about it. He stood a week. He went back home. And when he went back home, he went back in the gym. When everybody was saying, hey, yo, fire the trainer. Ain't nobody giving his trainer no props when he beat Andy Ruiz in the rematch. That's what I mean about the boxing community. Y'all be effed up with the trainers when the fighters lose, but y'all never want to give credit when the fighter wins. I heard a lot of people say to Anthony Joshua, fire the trainer. I heard a lot of people, but then when he beat Andy Ruiz, I ain't heard no props to the trainer. I ain't even hear him being the trainer of the year. Nothing like that, right? So anyway, Anthony Joshua has a great chance to become champion again with a rematch with Alexander Usyk. We saw Alexander Usyk in the 12th round. He could have got him out of there, but this is what I've been seeing about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has gone to what? He's gone to all these gyms. He's seen Eddie Reynoso. He's worked out with Eddie Reynoso. He's worked out with Shields. He's worked out with people. He's been in the gym. He's in the TMT gym. Now he went to Dubai. He's trying to find a trainer. He's trying to regain. He's trying to be great in the professional sense. He wants to be it. You feel me? Do you feel me? So I believe in Anthony Joshua. I don't know if he could beat Alexander Usyk, but I do believe he has a great chance to become champion once again, 2022. Miguel Berchelt. Now, Miguel Berchelt, you already know he lost badly. One of the best knockouts of the year by Oscar Valdez, the tea drinker. You feel me? Shout out to Oscar Valdez, but I don't want your tea. We don't want to go to your house. If we go to anybody that goes to his house, don't drink no tea. Tell me that you want coffee. Forget about the tea. Forget about the green tea. Forget about the Lipton tea. We don't want your tea, Oscar. Okay? Just give us some coffee. Okay? Now, Miguel Berchelt. I did an interview with Miguel Berchelt, and I chopped it up with Miguel Berchelt. Matter of fact, I chopped it up with Miguel Berchelt for an hour. That was on Friday on the weigh-in with Thurman Lopez and George Cambosa. I was sitting next to Miguel Berchelt. We chopping it up about everything. Man, and I only put like 30-something clip there of a 40, what was it, like a minute clip of the interview. But Miguel Berchelt was telling me about the business of boxing, and he's saying, yo, man, after that fight, I got left for nothing. Like, what I'm gonna do with $200,000? I pay taxes, I pay the belt fee, sanctioning fees. I don't get nothing. That's it. That's wasted money. And then I gotta pay my manager. I gotta pay this. The dude was telling me that he barely came. He barely saw the money that he gained fighting Oscar Valdez. And he said, you know what? And this is what he told me, really. He said, you know what? Fighting for legacy is good, but that's not gonna help me take care of my family. This division, the 130-pound division, is not gonna help me take care of my family. That's what he told me. The 130-pound division is not gonna help me take care of my family. That's what he said. And he said, I'm only moving up to the 135-pound division because that's where the money at. At this point in my career, I fought for legacy and things of that nature, and I could see it's not worth it at 130. He said the only fight that he will fight. He told me this personally, like on the weigh-in with Cambosa and Thurman Lopez. I was sitting next to him. Miguel Berchelt says the only fight that he will stay in 130 pounds will be if he gets Shakur Stevenson. That's the fight that he's pushing for. He said he could get that fight, but of course, the first fight that they want to make is Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. Miguel Berchelt have stated that that's the only fight that will keep him in 130. And that's a good fight anyway, though. That's a good fight. And you know who I've been seeing in the gym? Miguel Berchelt has been in the gym. Shakur Stevenson has been in the gym at the same time. And when I see that, it's just like when we saw Ugas in the gym and we saw Earl Spence in the gym, and then the news came out that they're going to be fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if it comes to fruition. But if Miguel Berchelt fights Shakur Stevenson, I'm going to slide with Shakur Stevenson. I do think that Miguel Berchelt probably is having weight problems. He have stated that before. But I saw him in person. He's a naturally small guy, man. He's a naturally small guy. Like I've seen Miguel Berchelt and Thurman Lopez, and I said, damn, I don't think Miguel Berchelt, I think he's too fast. And even Miguel Berchelt said it. On the way, he said, yo, now Thurman Lopez, I know he's too big. He is wide. Ese tiene la cabeza grande y tiene el pecho y mira la espalda de él. He was talking about Thurman Lopez's back. He said, la espalda de él es un monstruo, And then I saw him together. I said, damn. And this is a dream. Tio was way bigger than Miguel Berchelt. So I'm like, I don't know about that 135. I do think, I agree with you. HLD. It could be the black horse. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, Sanchez said, hey, punches, Boo Boo going to fight Charlo. I might be wrong, but I heard something like that. He gotta take care of the situation with his mandatory. Either they pay the mandatory to step aside, in which I don't believe that Top Rank is going to be doing. They want to petition for him to be the WBO. He is a super WBO champion. Remember, he got the ring before the fight. So once you become a super WBO, it gives you that green light to become an immediate mandatory. If they grant the petition, but an immediate mandatory for the WBO for Canelo Alvarez. So I think they're going to try that. I think that the media and everybody should be pushing for the unification bout in the middleweight division, yo, for real. I think there's some hurdles, Sanchez. I think there's some hurdles that's gonna be that they will have to jump for that. So there, Miguel Burchev fighting Shakur Stevenson. Does he got a chance to become champion again? He got a chance. Will he beat? I don't know, but he got a chance. David Benavidez, will he be champion 2022? Will Canelo Alvarez, if he goes and become a 5-division world champion, fighting Makabu, and if he beats Makabu, 5-division world champion, with a beautiful accomplishment to Canelo Alvarez. Y'all already know the cash cow of the sport boxing, the pound for pound number one, libra por libra numero uno, pound for pound number one, Canelo Alvarez. Always gonna play this.
Go. Pound for pound, who is the best fighter in the world right now?
Canelo.
Damn right. Damn right. It is Canelo. Always gonna be Canelo. Let Earl Spence tell y'all motherfuckers. I ain't even gonna say too much. Pound for pound number one, libra por libra, 4th-division world champion, the walking Hall of Famer. Y'all already know, man. Canelo Alvarez, Saul Canelo Alvarez, aka King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. If you don't believe what the fuck we saying, Canelo Alvarez is number one. Number one, I say. But anyway, David Benavidez, if he could get a shot at Canelo Alvarez later on in Mexican Independent Week, September, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez. Will David Benavidez become champion once again? Will David Benavidez become champion once again? Daddy Spence has Canelo at champion once again. I think he got a chance, but I don't think he'll beat Canelo Alvarez. Now, let's say Canelo Alvarez says, you know what? This is too much sanctioning fees right here. Too much belt fee, sanctioning fees for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fight no Makabu for my belts. He ain't going to fight for my belts. So I'm going to be paying sanctioning fees and just walk in the ring with these shits, right? So, David Benavidez, he said, Canelo lost all the credibility. Oh, please, man, get the hell out of here. Lost all the credit. You lost all the credibility with that shit, with that chat. With that chat, you lost all the credibility. That's it. You lost your first chat. That's it. You lost all your credibility. Canelo lost all the credibility. And what? He is the face of boxing. The pound for pound number one. Libra por libra number uno. The hardest working man in the sport of boxing. Has fought 4 times in a span of 11 months. Shit. Think about this. Canelo Alvarez fought 4 times in the span of 11 months. Keith Thurman fought 4 times in the span of 4 years. That's Canelo Alvarez. That's Canelo Alvarez. And he just ain't beat one guy and became just undisputed. You know, he chopped it up. I'm going to get you. Give me that belt. I'm going to get you. Give me that belt. I'm going to get you. Give me that belt. He did it the hard way, motherfuckers. Excuse my language. Damn it, it's a Christian show. Sorry, Dios, pero tú sabes que esta gente, tú sabes que son diablos también, esta gente también, Dios. Tú sabes que tú me conoces a mí. Anyway. Caleb Plant will become champion once again. Will he get the opportunity? I don't think so. I really don't think so, but he was a champion, and will he become a champion once again? I think out of everybody on my list, I said that's a hell no. Hell no. Ever going to become a champion again, I think. I don't see him being nobody in 160, 68. I don't see nobody here being nobody, no champion 107 and 175. I don't think so. I don't think so. I like Caleb Plant. I think he's a good guy, good married man. You know what I'm saying? His story is tragic, but a lot of character in that human being. So, you know what I'm saying? God rest his soul to his beautiful daughter and things of that nature, you know. Now, I don't think out of anybody in the list, Jerry E. Canelo making history and the haters can't stand it. 22 might be better year than 21 for Canelo Alvarez. Woo! He's going to go for legacy once again. He's the legacy man. He's the legacy man. While he's going out there for legacy 3 times in the span of 20, but 4 times in 11 months. Oh, yeah. And he's the legacy man, y'all. He is the legacy man. The legacy man. That's what we're gonna call him, yo. The legacy guy. Legacy reigns supreme in the Canelo Alvarez. He gets his dollars and he gets his legacy. See, that's how the greats really used to do it. Mike Tyson, he gets his money, but he established his legacy. And this is why Mike Tyson can go bankrupt right now and still have money later on. Because his legacy reigns supreme. Floyd Mayweather talk a lot, but you know what? He got legacy behind him. You know what I'm saying? He got the money, got legacy. Oscar De La Hoya, you could talk about all his coke days. Maybe he's not behind him, but you know what I'm saying? But Golden Boy Promotions, he got Golden Boy Promotion, one of the premier promotional company in America. In the north, in the north. So Oscar De La Hoya doing his thing. Oscar De La Hoya, I don't give a damn if he goes to Victoria's Secret, but I don't give a damn. All I'm gonna tell you like this: you play with Oscar De La Hoya too much, he's gonna wear the G-string, stilettos, and he'll still crack your jaw. So hey, you know what I'm saying? That would be embarrassing if he wears all what he was wearing and still beat a motherfucker up. But I like when fighters was fighting for the money and legacy legacy and the money, because I want these fighters to be compensated real well, because they are modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for a pure entertainment. Okay, so Caleb Plant, he was a champion, but I never seen him become a champion again. Maybe gonna get a regular belt, maybe a junior varsity belt, maybe. Okay, maybe Caleb Plant will have a junior varsity belt. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Will Wilder win? Will Wilder win again? Will Wilder become a champion once again? Will he get an opportunity to become a champion? Will he become a champion once again? Will he get a fight with Tyson Fury? Never. Will he get a chance to get Alexander Usyk? Or the winner of Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua? I still think that Wilder and Anthony Joshua is still the most lucrative fight in sports, in boxing, in my opinion. What do you think, folks? I don't care if there's no belts on the line. I still think that Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder is still the most lucrative fight in boxing today. What do you think, folks? Deontay Wilder, will he become a champion once again in 2022 if he gets the opportunity? I can say this. If I tell you this, could Deontay Wilder, whether you like him or not, whether you're a fan of him or not, do say Wilder is done? No, he's not. He's not done yet. He's the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He was never done with that type of punch. You saw how he punched Tyson Fury. It went poop, and you felt all the brain shit went through the neck and went through the back and lower, and then he shit that shit out. Part of the brain shit it out. But you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he's a fucking maniac. He crazy. That's why he stood up. No, any other heavyweight would have stood down. Brian, he said Wilder. Trevor Brown said Wilder's finished. No, he's not. You're going to give people a heart attack when you say that shit. No, he's not, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about, Wilder? What the fuck? You talking about that Wilder's finished? Hell no. Shit, motherfuckers ran out of excuses after Wilder shit. Man, we spent all the whole, I don't know what the fuck to say next. And niggas was like this, yo, calling each other. What the fuck? Hey, yo, man, what type of excuse gonna come right now? Oh, motherfuckers was looking at each other and shit like that after the fight. Like, who's gonna go first? Y'all gonna go live? Who's gonna drop a video first? Shit, man. I mean, we ran out of fucking excuses, y'all. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? We used to glove game, man. We even tore down Mark Breland, bro. I love Mark Breland, but fuck it, man. For Deontay Wilder, he gotta go down. Shit, what the fuck we gonna say? We tried everything. What the fuck we gonna say? How the fuck this motherfucker stood up twice? I bet all my money on D, yo. I bet all my money on D. Like, yo, man. Even wife would be like, what's good, honey? Man, don't touch me, man. So what the fuck is wrong with you, motherfucker? What the fuck? What's with the motherfucking attitude? Because your fucking favorite fighter lost? Stop being a fucking bitch. The fuck you calling a bitch? What, you love Deontay Wilder more you love me, motherfucker? Why you ain't married the motherfucker? Shit like that. I'm good there. That's Deontay Wilder. And he lost. I'm supposed to go back to you two and explain to the people what happened. Motherfucker, you soft ass motherfucker, I marry you. And who are you for real? Huh? Stop! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I gotta deal with the trolls. Leave me alone. Shit, motherfuckers going to therapy and shit with their wife just because of the Deontay Wilder stuff. The therapist. So what's going on in your relationship? You know, what have started this separation? You know, on the communication level. Talk, motherfucker. You tell her. What happened was, it started 19 months ago. I don't feel like talking about it. No, tell him, motherfucker. Tell him why we here. Tell him why our marriage is fucking up. You pussy mother. Well, shut up. Stop calling me names. It started 19 months ago. Deontay Wilder, he's from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? He's like the pride of the people, you feel? And there was this racist man, this fat, bloated cheater. Like you cheated on me, motherfucker? No, not that type of cheat. But he was a cheater. He was supposed to beat him. I threw all my everything in the account. Tell him we ain't got no more money in the account. I stop, man, because this must be the Let's go back to the title, man. Let's go back to the title. Deontay Wilder, you think that Deontay Wilder gonna be a champion once again? No? Yeah? We don't know. Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko, that was regarded once, pound for pound, 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Is Lomachenko going to be champion once again in the lightweight division? Y'all already know Lomachenko in the lightweight division got beaten up, got outboxed by Teofimo Lopez, and then Teofimo Lopez got defeated by Cambosa. Can Lomachenko, who's looking great, look like he rejuvenated himself, look like he told the people his performances is looking like, oh, now people was thinking like, oh, maybe something was wrong with his shoulder. Maybe something was wrong because he looking great versus Nakatani, who got beaten by Teofimo Lopez. He looking great with Richard Comey, a guy that got knocked out by Teofimo Lopez. Lomachenko, would we champion again? Pat's Nation said Loma for undisputed. Ooh, I think that he's one of those guys that's going to get the opportunity to become a champion once again because Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Bob Arum, a.k.a. Bobby Arim, a.k.a. Dinosaur, a.k.a. Jurassic Park, a.k.a. got 5 more years to live, Bob Arum, is going to do whatever it takes for Lomachenko to be the WBO mandatory to George Cambosa. George Cambosa don't fight that media mandatory. They're going to pressure. They're going to pressure WBO for him to vacate the title. So I think that he's going to pick out of anybody else. I think that Lomachenko is going to be fighting George Cambosa Jr. in Australia. I do think so. But I'm going to say like this, folks. If they give Cambosa's a voluntary, if all the both federations give him a voluntary fight, and he get that money fight in Australia. I don't know if it's what's going on in Australia. Excuse me. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if you see George Cambosa fight Maxie Hugh. Don't be surprised. That's all I'm telling y'all. That's all I'm telling y'all. Good looking out, Pat's Nation. Good looking out, Pat. Do not be surprised. I'm not pumping that fight. I am just telling y'all, folks. I want to see Cambosa's versus Devin Haney. That's the fight that I want to see. That's my primary fight in the lightweight division. Cambosa versus Devin Haney. I think it's going to be Lomachenko and Cambosa because the political. It just makes political boxing sense that's what's going to come through fruition. Again, I want Devin Haney and Cambosa, but I think the politics is going to win on this one, and it's going to be Lomachenko, and it's going to be Cambosa. But if all the belt federation gives George Cambosa a voluntary bout, I do think, don't be surprised, I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if it's Maxie Hugh in Australia. I'm actually using George Cambosa. I got to break it down. The fight that I want to see, the fight that I think the business of boxing is gonna make, and then, you know, when that money fight, because, you know, that's a big fight for George Cambosa. You know, money fight, Max Hugh. I'm just saying. The politics. Yeah, exactly. The politics of the sport of boxing. Nah, Cambosa has been talking. He's gonna fight the fights. Don't tell me he is not. Look, I think that a fighter wants to fight the fight. Always, man. Is the business of boxing. Remember, is their managers also making money? So think about it. Let me get this fight that they think Cambosa is going to win in Australia. The percentage for Peter Khan, the percentage for Lou DiBella, the percentage for it's a business at the end of the day, and it's not only the fighter. It's not only the fighter that is invested in their career. It's also the people around them. That's why I said the politics, baby. The politics, son. Passionation. Only person that can beat Loma is Tank. Ooh. And that's leaning on if Tank can land a lucky KO shot. I don't believe that is lucky. I believe these guys are professional. Their skill set is good, nearly great. I don't think no lucky. If Tank lands a shot, it's because he landed the shot. So no lucky. It's like when I hear, oh, Marquez landed a lucky shot on Manny Pacquiao. Marquez is a fucking Hall of Famer when he fought Manny Pacquiao, or a living Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no lucky shot there. These guys been working on their craft since they was children. So, all right. So, sorry to cut you off on the chat, but good looking out. I appreciate that, Passionation. Loma versus Cambosa, and winner takes on Devin for undisputed. Ooh. Could Devin Haney last one more year in the lightweight division, knowing they publicly has stated, even Mauricio Sudamo has stated that they've been trying to leave the lightweight division because they feel like Devin Haney has grown out of division as well. Remember, he rehydrated 24 pounds in one of his fights. 24 pounds one night. 24 pounds one night. That means you have grown out the division. Remember, Floyd Mayweather also stated that time when he was training with Devin Haney that he's only going to fight one more fight in 135. So people around them feel like Devin Haney should be moving up to 140, but a lot of people want to question his punching power. Would that come up to the 140? But I believe his skill set will come up in 140. I believe he could do good in both divisions. But let's see how long this takes. You know, the pandemic is getting worse. You know, the UK closed a little bit. They closed a little bit. I'm not sure if they opened things back up, but we'll see. Devin Haney got one more year in 135-pound division, Sanchez said. I agree. But Punch, he is a Spartan, though. Don't sleep on George Cambosa. Don't sleep on George Cambosa. Wilder Therapy was selling the hot cakes after Wilder lost the majority of the patients. Oh, man. Your shit is funny today. Your shit is funny today. Devin is a super G at 135. Devin Haney might as well move up to the 140 because they all ducking him at 135. I will say I don't believe in duck. I don't believe that fighters duck anybody. I believe that the business of boxing avoids fights. Managers, advisors, promoters, networks, dates, investors, they are the one that avoids fights. I just think that Devin Haney put himself in position. Just remember this. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I don't even want to touch base on this because this is a whole different live. Just remember, because people was arguing this with me. Remember that Devin Haney had a meeting on June, right after the Jorge Alvarez fight, had a meeting with Top Rank. And remember what people was telling me. I said that the meeting was, you know, for the Teofimo Lopez and not only for Teofimo Lopez, but people were like, the meeting was not about Teofimo Lopez, so the meeting had to be about Lomachenko. Guess what? If he would have went to the meeting, we probably would have never seen Richard Comey versus we probably would have never seen Richard Comey versus Lomachenko. We probably never would have seen Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz, we probably would have seen Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, and thus then it would have scrapped the WBO number one. It would have, and he's number one of the WBC, Lomachenko, but then he had that green light, that open field to go after George Cambosa if he would have beat Lomachenko. Why didn't go to the meeting? Now you make it hard for yourself. See, you should have went after. You should have gone to the meeting. You should have went and get the fight. If it was not going to be Teofimo Lopez, you had the Lomachenko fight right there in your lap. See, everything was not about Teofimo Lopez. You could have got Lomachenko. You probably, let's say you would have beat Lomachenko, then you would have had Cambosa. But now you let Lomachenko be in position as a WBO potential mandatory, and now the best thing that you could do if you don't get the fight is use the WBC strap at 135 and put yourself in position as a WBC mandatory. You probably fight Jose Cepeda before Teofimo Lopez go out there and fight Jose Cepeda. And you make the WBC make the decision and order the fight with you and Jose Cepeda, and then you might fight Josh Taylor. But do I see that coming through fruition? No, because Ben Davison trains both fighters. And Thank you. Love you. Mwah. Good night. All right. Yes, sir. Good night. But you sound like you never been to Mexico, or no one single person from Mexico. Everybody in Mexico that eats beef has commutable because all beef has it. That's simple. Punch, didn't you say Devin Haney can petition to fight Josh Taylor? No. I said that he could petition to be. I said that he could petition to be in position for the WBC mandatory to fight for Josh Taylor to be to be a mandatory to Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? But right now, remember, now they put Jose Cepeda there. Before there was no mandatory. There was nobody in position for the WBC mandatory. That's why I say he should do that shit right now. But now he's gonna have to go through Jose Cepeda. Now he's gonna have to go fight that fight if he does petition for that fight, because that's it. They already put Jose Cepeda as a mandatory in the WBC, but of course they're not gonna order that shit, just like they didn't order nothing in 135. You know what I'm saying? Money speaks, and when Bob is going to move, he's going to move the pieces. That's what it is. He's going to move the pieces. He's going to move the pieces in 140 for his fighters: Jose Cepeda, Jose Pedraza, Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, Teofimo. The 140 is locked. Is locked in. This is why I wanted Devin Haney to make that move before Teofimo Lopez get there. Remember when I said Devin Haney should make the move right now before Teofimo Lopez get up there? But now he's going to get the Jose Cepeda. He's going to be in position of the WBC. If he beats Jose Cepeda, you're going to see. You're going to see everything I'm saying right now is going to come through fruition. Hopefully, you know, and if it doesn't, I eat my words. You feel me? I'm only human. Okay, so we got Loma. So we had Chocolatito, Teofimo, Keith Thurman, Anthony Joshua, Miguel Burchett, David Benavidez. I don't think that Caleb Plant is going to get a chance to be. So we got to scratch Caleb Plant. Wilder, is he going to get an opportunity for a title shot? The winner of Usyk. If you get the winner of Usyk and Anthony Joshua, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. So we'll keep Wilder. Lomachenko if he gets Cambosa though. So I think that these fighters are highly capable of becoming champion again. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question in the chat, and then I'm going to send the link in the membership community. Who you think out of all the names that I've mentioned, and there's probably more, and if I miss my mistake, y'all can help me out. Out of all the names, who will become champion 2022? Pick one name. Who will become champion again? Who will become champion again? 2022. I got my name right here. Like this. I already got my number one that I say for sure is going to be champion 2022 again. Renzo said Tito. I think Tito was good. Tito was good, bro. I think Tito versus Love is cap created by Blue Bloods. I don't think that Tito's going to be fighting Love. I don't see that fight. I don't see that fight. I see it's too many fights for Top Rank in 140. Jose Ramirez, Pedraza, the winner of that fight. Cepeda, Josh Taylor. It's just too much going on 140. Why are they going to do crossover promotions? Doesn't make any sense. Good looking now. Tito. Lopez. Okay, Lewis said Loma, the takeover. All right. Renzo, the takeover. Loma. Let me put it down. Let me see what people got. Okay. We got Tio. So we got Tio. We got 3 Lopez. We got Loma. Who you said? We got David Benavidez. Another Tio. Teofimo. Brian said Teofimo. That's 5 for Tio. Samir Tio. Damn, Tio gonna be champion again 2020. Keith Thurman will be champ again. We got one for Keith on Tom Thurman. All right. Man. Okay. Linda says Loma. We got 2 for Loma. That's it. Only 2 for Loma. We got 6 for Tio, 1 for Thurman, 1 for David Benavidez, another for David Benavidez. Or Lomachenko. We got Mr. with Lomachenko. Victor Ortiz. Oh, shit. Yeah, crazy, man. Okay, we got 3 for David Benavidez. We got Deuce Loma. All right, they're catching up. Loma catching up. Peter Loma. Loma catching up. I think Charlo as well. Frank Sanchez. I got a maldito borracho. Weird TV in the building. What's good, man? Weird TV in the building. Amir Khan. Come on, man. Come on. Rap star boxing knowledge. Come on, man. Don't you put yourself on the limb for Amir Khan. Danny said Tio. We got another Tio right there, man. Shout out to Danny Medina in the building. Danny, let me shout out the members. The members. If you want to become a member, y'all already know, man. Become a member, man. Weird TV in the building. I got El Maldito El Borracho. Rap star boxing knowledge said Amir Khan. You crazy, man. You smoking that good UK top boy shit. Ain't no queens, only the females. El Chacal Regan said Virgil Ortiz. Champion again. We ain't no regular titles. Punch on what they do. What's good, Mansa? That boy choke. See? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? That's my number one. My number one pick. That if I have to bet who's going to be champion again, that's just me. That Chocolatito. I think Chocolatito, I think Keith Thurman, Teofimo Lopez will become champion again. I do think they're going to be champion again. But I think the one that got the most opportunity, I'm going to say Chocolatito. One is that he got a fight lined up so he could be a champion. See, Teofimo Lopez, we still don't know if he's going to get the opportunity. Keith Thurman, we still don't know. He got Mario Barry. We still don't know if we're going to get the opportunity. So Chocolatito, Anthony Joshua is my second. And Tio is my third. Well, see, Loma, if you get the Cambosa fight, we got to go at Loma. I see that Chocolatito. See, I got Chocolatito as number one. That's going to become champion again in 2022. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Tio will be able to press Taylor for a fight like he did to Loma? Taylor has a temper and will probably take it more personal. I think that the money that could be generated by ESPN, that ESPN and Top Rank, I think that the money will make Josh Taylor fight Teofimo Lopez. Because if you look at it, what fight at Top Rank is going to make Josh Taylor money? Think about it. What fight on Top Rank, in-house, ESPN, is going to make Josh Taylor the most money? We can't say Bud. Bud is not there no more. We can't say but. So the invested, now that they took that money out, remember, now they don't have Bud Crawford's budget. He jumped. This is why Top Rank made a lot of moves. Peep this also. Top Rank got Sky Sport, Josh Taylor. Who will Josh Taylor make the most money with? Jose Cepeda? Jose Pedraza? Good looking out, Tito. Good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. If Cam picks Loma over Haney, then Loma will be champ. See, that's another. See, I got Chocolatito, Anthony Joshua, Lomachenko if he fights Cambosa, Teofimo Lopez. But I got to go first with the people that already got the open opportunity. Chocolatito's fighting Estrada. He got the opportunity to win a title. Anthony Joshua is going to have the rematch with Alexander Usyk. He's going to have the opportunity. These other guys are capable of becoming champion again. If Miguel Berchelt fights Stevenson, I still pick Stevenson to beat Miguel Berchelt. But he's going to have his opportunity if that fight come through fruition. I don't know yet. But Chocolatito already has a scheduled fight to have the opportunity to become a champion. So I got to take that into consideration, the opportunities. Rematch with Progress in the U.S. will make. But remember, he signed. Didn't Regis Progress sign? I think he's still a free agent. He signed with what's Richard Schaefer's promotional company. I don't know if they do business. Is Regis Progress with MTK? I mean, because if he's with MTK, I don't know if he's with MTK, but if he was with MTK, then that fight would have, you know what I'm saying, would have come through, probably would have come through fruition, that rematch. I do want to see that rematch. I think that's one of them. If Josh Taylor can't fight the likes of Teofimo Lopez after he fights Jack Catterall, I want that Regis Progress fight. Let me send the link to the members. Hold on. Join the panel. All right. He's still managed by Mark Wahlberg. Loma versus Cambosa is not for Undisputed. The only fight that makes sense is Haney versus Cambosa for Undisputed. Not business sense. That's fan sense. That's the fight that I want to see. But you know what? We don't get boxing. Don't make decisions on what fans want to see. You understand? Boxing don't make decision on what the fans want to see. They will rather they will make fights in anticipation of a fight that you want to see. They will make fights in between. So if they know that you want that fight so bad, guess what? The more bad that you want it, the more they're going to wait. The more that you want it, and this is why I say forget about that fight. Forget about Bud. Forget about Bud and forget about Bud and Spence. And then when the business of boxing says, yo, that's ain't nobody calling for it now. We got to get this fight now because ain't nobody paying attention to this shit. Amir Khan, Kell Brook, they was like, yo, we really gonna fucking miss out on our biggest payday because of ego? They had to make that fight. You know? Again, go check the community section for the I put the link if y'all want to join and chop it up. Who will be champion again 2022? I feel like Cambosa just want the biggest payday possible if it means not having an undisputed fight versus Haney, Lewis, James. I think, you know what? We got to think of these fighters are fighters, but there's also a career. It's also business. He fought a tough fight versus Teofimo Lopez. He's due. He is due. I understand him as a person. He's due to make some money. He's due to go back to his country and fill whatever arena he wants to. He's due that. He's due. He's 28 years old. Trust me, with all the money that's been invested in George Cambosa throughout the year, just think about it when he turned pro and he's 28 years old. Just think about all the grind that he has done. Working with Manny Pacquiao. He's going to get his money, and he should get his money just like every other fighter. Just like every other fighter. I wasn't mad that Canelo Alvarez fought a year drum. He's going to get his money. That's just due. You know what I'm saying? Get your money. You know, if let's say if let me see who's coming back. I mean, especially the guys that fought legacy fights. If you fought that hard legacy fight and your next fight, you know, some people like to go back to back, you know. That's why I liked it when Keith Thurman went Sean Porter and then Daniel Garcia. I seen Earl Spence. Earl Spence did not need to take the Daniel Garcia fight. Remember, Daniel Garcia was going to be mandatory, and the WBC gave him a voluntary bout. The WBC and the IBF gave Earl Spence pick an easy fight because of your health and things of that nature. It was Earl Spence that decided to fight Danny Garcia, or the manager and advisor. You understand? But that wasn't a tough. I mean, that wasn't an easy fight just to come after the car wreck. That wasn't easy. Why won't Canelo fight Andre? Because Canelo is not in the same division as Andre. If Andre goes, Boo Boo Andre filed the petition, and the WBO accepts the petition as a super middleweight mandatory, then Canelo Alvarez will have to see him. I don't agree that if he is, remember, Canelo Alvarez still got all the belts. So he just can't overlook Demetrius Andre. He couldn't overlook. I was upset at Golden Boy Promotions in the middleweight division when they could have had Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me get this call. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me put this right quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me put this video right back up. Oops. Damn, what did I do? Give me 1 second. Let me get a phone call right quick.
Yeah. You already know this is Pawn Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself, aka El Adobo, aka El Sazon, aka El Borracho. Out here, Del Rey Boxing Gym. Gonna meet up with Erickson Lubin, Coach Kevin Cunningham. Y'all already know they're gonna be performing against Jason Rosario, the undercard, Javante Tank Davis, Mario Barrios. Y'all already know. Bringing you some exclusive. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get my updated videos. I love y'all. Let's go. Machete, cut the drama, the country like Jeffrey Dahmer. With my mom and a bomb, yeah, like Osama. Push a button, I push a nuclear button like Obama's terminating. You coming after you like John Connor's mama. I'm a nigga with no fear. Who the fuck you tryna pump, nigga? Crazy nigga must be on liquor. The extra shots is gonna get him shot. You ain't pool niggas walking around with a bulletproof, the body suit. Fuck with a Latin nigga with a chip suit. You underestimated the silence, dude. I silence you with the silence up. They finding you below the island dust. I'm civilized, half animal. I made your corpse now sleeping in. Deep water bury you way deep in that. Fuck porn out the liquor, I'll be in it. Yeah, I'm not Malolo Thorny, but I'm an educator, humble nigga with a hood hands. Motherfucker, yo te platico un mundo todo. Wanna see Freddy Cougar, no me cojones. Mama bicho, got your shit in your pantaloncillo. Maldito palomo, hediondo, you smell like homeless toto. Say it love to my faux. Popo, call 911, the ambulance and the popo. Can't believe what they see in the concrete. But try to bully me, they get done beat. Yo, let's go for the bullet niggas, the crooked cops, the family court system, the whole judicial system. You ain't taking advantage of me no more. I made sure you feel it before, I don't breathe no more. Yeah, a payback, nigga lay back, nigga take that. What the haters said I spray that. Better duck. Let me further introduce myself, Demino, Dominican playboy, hustler, criminal. Couple of words to describe me, unbelievable. Heretical maniac, I'm unique, I'm unbreathable, undefeatable. I'm a winner, a sinner when I'm pushing when I'm in her. Yo soy un monstruo como sea, come mierda, cree mío, mamá verga. Anybody got a problem with me, you better be ready for show. Just get the body, better thug a motherfucker, got the chopper, better run, I better reload. Never thought this quiet, humble nigga got big cojones, now you know. I wish a nigga would, used to take a wood, I bury you in the woods, come on. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish a motherfucker would. Test me. I wish a motherfucker would. 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 Test me. I wish a motherfucker would. Give me the microphone, about to turn up. I'm a hurdle, a lyrical burner, mass walking, never heard of. Mr. Babanti, the sex symbol to your mom, sisters, and aunties. I'm good money, no virgins at the PIC. The nigga blood hustler, that my mother for making my mother boss. Look, these I'm crazy, I'm the greatest. Look, I'm the truth, but I don't got the boss on that hat, bro. That Bruce, come on, sick you all on fruits. Bring through somebody goons. Nowadays, these bitches flying brooms. I'm the one running this world that's groomed, that married grooms. But that's another topic. Let's talk about making legitimate profits. Motivating your pockets. I'm stacking Benjamins, making out with the ceiling. Niggas jumping out the building. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Me making money is certain people's feelings. I don't give a fuck about a beef or drinking make meals. I don't follow niggas. I'm interested in putting that beef on that bitch grill. I'm that nigga. Me making money is certain people's feelings. 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 Why? I don't know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Why? Yeah, I know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. You got a problem, you the one that with me, bro. You got a problem, I shoot you easy like free throws. Palomo, I'm what you call a triple threat. Got talent, got looks, got bread. Still hungry cause I never got fed. I'm always gonna make money even when I'm dead. Mira, mama, grab you tengo mi enemigo. If you don't got haters, you don't got enough paper. Call me Florida, more you hate, I made you a fool or you won't be a fool if you won't. I do it in your face, I boo in your face. Simple and boo in your face, but God sees and needs more than the first aim. Band-aid, need reconstruction surgery. He try to murder me. This motherfucker, he try to murder me. I told you what I do, you keep on hating me. Told you what I do, you keep on hating me. Told you what I do, you keep on hating me. I wasn't in, I was starting with the nigga. Mira, maldito, mama, huevo, yo te mato como quiera. Killing y'all haters will be easy. Today I declare slap a hater day. Me making money is certain people's feelings. 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 Why? I don't know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Why? Yeah, I know. Me making money is certain people's feelings. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Earn money, that's all I do. I'll never lose. Call me Mayweather. Bet against me, that ain't clever. They might be silent, but they ain't better. Work hard to get easy money. Won't fall in love, so be easy, honey. You count me out, I'm counting honey. I feel good, but I buy me something. Expensive cooch, I'll buy me coming. Kylie, she probably coming. If you open the lanes up, I'm probably ducking. Hit the back ball like Tim Duncan. Let me teach you things, call me Coach Pop. I'm sugar, yeah, it's all blood pop. Let's head to the brim so I can head in the co-op. You ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Whoa, no me joda. If you ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Whoa, no me joda. If you ain't putting money in my pocket, no me joda. Me making money, yeah, we making money. Man, I'm hurting people's feelings, we making money. We making money, yeah, and I'm hurting people's feelings, we making money. We making money, yeah, we hurting people's feelings, we making money. Yeah, we making money, yeah, we hurting people's
Pues sí, mi gente. Sí, mi gente, mi gente, mi gente. Oh, man, I can't wait to go to these fights, man. I can't wait to go to these fights. I can't wait to go to, I really want to go to the Atlantic City. Gary Russell Jr. Is going to be performing again. It's going to be a tough fight for Gary Russell Jr. You know, it's been like, 2 years since he fought. He's used to the layoff, but I can't wait for that fight. And it's not too far away from me. So I think I'm going to go to that fight. I think I want to go to then the next week, I believe, is the Keith Thurman fight in Las Vegas. I want to go to that fight. And they already said the March 5th, the Chocolatito fight. I'm not sure where that fight is at. If anybody know where that fight is going to be held, in Texas, or where that fight is going to be held, the Chocolatito versus Estrada fight. Boo Boo not about to beat Charlo. What you think about that? What y'all think about that fight? Who you think will win? Charlo or Demis Andre? I don't give a damn what people. People was like, hey, yo. You should see what people are saying to me right now, yo. Because I did the video earlier, and I said, Jamal Charlo, Boo Boo Andre. That's my Thomas Hearns versus Marvin Hagler. When you dropping that music, K, what you call it? Soundtrack, Punch Drunk Boxing soundtrack coming soon. Soon is coming soon. Yeah, I am. Yeah, Johnny. Yeah. It's been a month, man. Y'all gotta find a new tune. It's been a month already, man. It's been a month. It's been a month, Johnny. You gotta find a new tune, man. Get a new gig, man. Y'all need a new narrative, my brother. It's been a month. It hasn't slowed nobody down over here. Gotta get another tune, man. A new tune, a new track, a new hit, a new single. Sloppy fighting Boo Boo. Charlo is taking this one, and I'm not a Charlo fan. Please, Charlo win. Charlo struggle with his mandatory. Boo Boo wins. You know, that's what I like about this fight, that it is a 50-50 fight. It is like a 50-50 fight. People got Charlo, people got Demis Andre. Both of them got different type of skills. Both of them around the same age. We both want to see a legacy fight, and this is an important fight. I think, look, knowing that this is still topping the billboards. It's still top of the billboards? Nah, Gilbert. That's it, man. That shit is falling flat. It's falling flat. That shit's like it wasn't even a hit, you know. Who's this? Who this? Talk to me. All right. Who is this? UK, London, bruv.
What's happening, my brethren, man? I'm a bit tired here, but I said, let's keep it moving here, man. What's going on, Punch? To the
is that a new thing? Now, rap? I'm always tired, you know. I'm just waking up.
Tired out here, but hey, listen.
Come on, bro. Come on, rap.
Hey, listen, we always got time for boxing. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. I hope the chat's feeling fucking good. What's going on, Punch? What are we talking about, bro?
What's good, man? What's good? Rap Star Boxing Knowledge today. Today, the topic is who will be champion again in 2022. We got Chocolatito going to be fighting Estrada. We got Teofimo Lopez moving up to 140. We got Keith Thurman that's trying to insert himself back into elite talk. We got Anthony Joshua with the rematch versus Alexander Usyk. We got Miguel Burchett. That the only way that he's going to stay in the 130 if you get that Shakur Stevenson fight. They both for top rank and come through fruition. David Benavidez, let's see if Canelo Alvarez drops the belt, or David Benavidez fights Canelo Alvarez in September, Independence, after the Makabu fight. If Canelo becomes 5 division world champion, comes right back down. We got Caleb Plant. He was a champion, but I don't think he's going to have the opportunity. We got Deontay Wilder, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world. We got Lomachenko, who's probably going to be fighting George Cambosa as a WBO mandatory. Now, take it away. What you got? Damn,
See,
you saw how I set the table, son? You saw how I set the table, son?
Yeah, you made it easy for me. But look, I got to say this, bruv. What champion do we think, whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's the chat, what champion do we think that lost their belts in 2021, but they lost in a controversial decision, and we know that they can win it back, or we know that the way they lost, man, they can't win against this guy? What fighters lost, but we think, you know what? That was a lucky punch. You know what I mean? He can win back a title. Or what fighter got totally outclassed? That's what we got to think about. Now, for me, Deontay Wilder got outclassed by Tyson Fury. Now, has Deontay Wilder got a chance? Not against Fury now. But he got a chance against Alexander Usyk.
Yeah, that's that. And that's why my first pick that I think that if there's like a percentage, damn, I gotta learn how to do that. I know HLD told me that shit before, how to do the poll.
Yeah.
How to do, let me see if I know it. I have to go to the
No, but you got to analyze what champion lost in the way that they
Chocolatito.
Lost. No, but yeah, Chocolatito lost a very controversial decision.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's my first pick. If I will pick, if I will pick any other name, a guy that will become champion again 2022 will be Chocolatito.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think Anthony Joshua lost convincingly, where his chances of regaining and becoming a world champion again against Alexander Usyk are slim, or are they just as good as Chocolatito?
I think it's just as good as Chocolatito.
So then you got to put Anthony Joshua at number one.
That's my second pick. That's not my number one.
Now, for me, I believe Miguel Brichel got outclassed and outboxed by Valdez. Now, was it a lucky punch? No, it wasn't.
No, there's no such thing as lucky. There's no such thing as lucky punch when it comes to these professional.
Yeah, because Valdez was putting hands on Miguel Brichel. Yeah. So even before that punch, he was breaking him down. So Miguel Brichel got a slim chance to become a champion again, I think.
Okay.
Because you got Shakur Stevenson there. And for me, I don't think Miguel Brichel can beat Shakur Stevenson. That's my opinion anyway, you know? But Lomachenko. No mas Lomachenko, bruv. He has to be up there. If he gets the Cambosa's fight, you tell me, yeah? Who's a favorite in that fight?
That's like my third. That's like my third. Chocolatito, Anthony Joshua, Loma. If you get that fight, the reason why I put Chocolatito and Anthony Joshua is because Chocolatito is scheduled to fight to have the opportunity. I think that Anthony Joshua got the rematch clause to grant them the opportunity to become a champion again. The other guys, they could be, but they don't have the opportunity, the immediate opportunity that Chocolatito and Anthony Joshua got. If Lomachenko gets Cambosa, I do think that's why that's like the top three. You know what I'm saying? That's a good fight. That's a good fight. I just think that stylistically, if Cambosa got the hand speed, but I don't know if he got the foot speed to take away with Lomachenko. I don't think that's his style to take away the angles the way that Teofimo Lopez did. Because if Teofimo Lopez didn't take the angle, it would have been a harder fight. But he was athletic enough. He was athletic enough to pivot when he wanted to pivot at the same time, and had the power enough, and had the footwork for Lomachenko not to get that type of angle like the way he did with Nakatani and Richard Comey. So it's gonna be a tough fight. I think I edged Lomachenko to beat Cambosa, just the edge.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you, but you know, it's very difficult to see what champions are gonna ex-world champions are gonna come and regain their titles, because even with Anthony Joshua, to be fair with you, Punch, you know, Anthony Joshua's my boy, but man, he got outboxed.
He got outboxed. He got outboxed.
Yeah, he got outboxed, but
he got outboxed versus Andy Ruiz. He got outslugged, but guess what? Anthony Joshua came right back. And Anthony
Yeah, but
Joshua.
how do you have Anthony Joshua at number 2? I'm trying to make sense out of this because you must have a game plan for Anthony Joshua to beat Alexander Usyk. And in your eyes, you feel that Anthony Joshua, and you're confident to see Anthony Joshua come back in a rematch against Alexander Usyk. Now, for me, I ain't that confident with Joshua coming back in this rematch. What game plan allows him? He's the only way he can beat Alexander Usyk. He's got to slug it out with this guy. He
I
got
don't
to
think
make it a fight.
I don't think he needs to slug it out. I think
He
that
got to make it a fight, bro. He can't outbox him. He can't outbox him.
I don't think that he needs to slug it out, and I don't think that he needs to go. I'm going to try to outbox. I think that's what he wanted to do. I think that he could box him, but using his height and impose his weight on Alexander Usyk. Is not letting Usyk do whatever he want to do. I think that if he imposes weight sometime, if he throws him a little bit more punches, you know, if he be first instead of trying to be second, if him trying to be the counter puncher, him trying to box the boxer like that. I do believe that Anthony Joshua could box, not as good as Usyk, of course, but he didn't use his weight. He didn't use his strength. He didn't let his height and strength and weight. He didn't give Usyk that type of. It's like Usyk was too comfortable. You got to make him more comfortable. I believe that Anthony Joshua going back into training, you know, he wanted to slim down. You know, you don't need to do that. You were the champion. Alexander Usyk needs to dictate himself. He needs to adjust to you. Even though, of course, two fighters got to adjust to each other, but he needs to adjust to you. You're the big guy. You're the champion. You're the powerful guy. You know what I'm saying? What you did is wanted to box the boxer. You wanted to play the Usyk game. So this now you gotta use your height, you gotta use your strength, you gotta make him feel your body. Pause. And I think he's gonna have a better outing versus Usyk. Is he gonna beat Usyk? I don't know, but I think he's gonna have a better outing. I think with Anthony Joshua, his demeanor, you can't tell. You can't tell if he's hungry now. You can't tell. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell if he wants it. But what have we seen from Anthony Joshua? What have we seen in the interview and how he's talking? He's saying the right things. He's saying, I don't give a damn. I'm going to find that trainer. You see how fans always want to get on people, on fighters. Yo, change the trainer, fire the trainer. He's out there looking for the proper trainer. It doesn't matter. He's got to come to America. He's out there in Dubai. He is looking to be the best Anthony Joshua he could be. So I think I got a lot of confidence Anthony Joshua coming into this rematch.
So you believe that Anthony Joshua will be able to compose himself here, use his punches wisely, try and dictate off the jab, which is what he was meant to do in the first fight. Alexander Usyk seems very educated and understands boxing, his range really well. With Alexander Usyk, he understands that range really well, and he's calculated with his punches, bro. My thing is, with Andy Ruiz, when Anthony Joshua came for that comeback, a lot of people felt with Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua had him down. You know what I mean? He was too confident and he got caught. And when he got caught, he lost his balance because he got punched in the side of the head. You know what I'm saying? So some people are very confident in Anthony Joshua coming back in that rematch against Andy Ruiz because they felt like, that was a lucky punch. I mean, I know there's no such thing as a lucky punch, but, Anthony Joshua had Andy Ruiz hurt and he came in for the kill and he got caught. Now, with Alexander Usyk, the problem is even when Anthony Joshua tried to bring the range or close the range, and Usyk had the answers for everything. Usyk could outbox him. Usyk can actually hurt Anthony Joshua. And the thing is, Usyk is the one who took Anthony Joshua to the ropes and started putting hands on him. And he pushed.
But do you think that
for me,
Anthony Joshua is capable of doing it?
No, for me, the only thing I'm saying is an educated boxer like Usyk, what he did to Anthony Joshua, I feel that it's going to be harder for Anthony Joshua to come with a game plan to beat Usyk than what he had against Ruiz.
Well, so you think that Anthony Joshua is just going to stay the same guy?
I think
Anthony Joshua showed you and showed the world that he's willing to go back into the drawing board and not be the same guy, and that's why he beat Andy Ruiz.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm saying. Do I have confidence in the way that what I'm seeing from Anthony Joshua? What are we looking at Anthony Joshua ever since the loss? What have we watched? What do we watch? We see him going on vacation. We seen him just.
My thing is, you're not.
We see him in the gym. We see him in the gym.
Yeah, but you're not analyzing this though as well. We're talking about a whole different rematch here. We're talking about Andy Ruiz who fucking overblowed in weight, hanged out with the president in Mexico, never stayed true to the game, and came back for the rematch. And he made so much money that a man's not a true fucking to the game. We're talking about Alexander Usyk, who's in the gym right now, who's a true veteran in this game. And we got to remember this. If Usyk's already beaten AJ, don't you think Usyk's got an easier game plan for AJ now? I know that AJ's coming with his game plan, but I believe that Usyk is going to be very comfortable in approaching this rematch, way more comfortable than AJ. And this is going to be an Usyk who is probably going to beat AJ more convincingly.
I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be comfortable because AJ made him comfortable, in my opinion. If he imposes weight, that extra 20 pounds of muscle, that power, he didn't fight to the level of his physique. He didn't fight to the level of his power. He let Usyk. He tried to box the boxer, in my opinion. I believe Anthony Joshua, if he gets on the inside, if he pushes Usyk back, if he becomes a little dirty, if he gets on the inside, if he goes and tries to hit some uppercut, I think that Anthony Joshua also understands this. I think he understands his chin. I think he understands that he don't got a strong chin. I think he's scared to not lose, but probably be embarrassed because even with Andy Ruiz on the rematch, when he got hit, he said, "Fuck it, I'm going box." And that's what you saw. You saw a couple of flush shots that Usyk touched him with. Then he'll revert to a little boxing and stuff like that. In this fight, he can't think about not getting clipped or nothing like that. He got to go for it. I think when Anthony Joshua goes for it, I think it's going to be too overwhelming for Usyk, in my opinion. If he goes for it, not box him. If he goes for it, if he fights the way he fought Povetkin. If he fights that Anthony Joshua with elusiveness, with hitting that jab to the solar plex and mixing his punching real well, I think that Anthony Joshua could beat Usyk. Am I saying he's gonna beat him? No, but if he comes with that type of approach, that I could do whatever I want to do in that ring, not worrying about your power, not worrying about this, is me. I'm gonna dictate the fight. I believe that Anthony Joshua could beat Alexander Usyk in the rematch.
I feel like you answered something and then also answered my version.
Of course, because it's certain things that he could do and that he doesn't do. But we also talking about a guy that's a pound for pound caliber fighter, one of the best technicians in the game, and Alexander Usyk. So I could say all the good things for that Anthony Joshua could do, but then Alexander could make adjustments. He could do it. He could work on the inside. He could box him on the inside. He has the footwork not to engage on an inside fight. So
yeah, I just feel like, look, as much as I like Anthony Joshua, you said the right things, but then you also agree with Anthony Joshua has lost certain killer instincts since he's been hurt a couple of times, and he's a fighter now that analyzes a bit, and he also is a fighter that. He doesn't like to mix it up in a certain way when he gets hurt. Because after you just agreed yourself that Andy Ruiz took something out of him when he got embarrassed, when he knew that at some point he's got some, he hasn't got a granite chin like that. He's going to get hurt if you mix it up.
I think what he does in the ring and outside of the ring is what makes people believe that he don't have.
Yeah, but mentally,
I don't like him taking selfies with Usyk. I don't like it.
Yeah, but
I don't like it. That right there. Look. When I look, if you go back on my video when I said that somebody's gonna throw a monkey wrench, right? Before he fought Andy Ruiz the first time, what did he do with Andy Ruiz? He gave Andy Ruiz his belt to take pictures with. Friend, you don't do that to your opponent. You don't give him that level of confidence. You don't give him that type of motivation. He let him hold his belt. Hell no. The fuck are you talking? What are you doing, Anthony Joshua? So right there, in my opinion, it's like, he's just being nice. And then that fight with Alexander Usyk, you're taking selfies with him, you're laughing with him and stuff like that. This guy's the Joker. This guy play mind games. Alexander Usyk play mind games. He's not your friend. You wanted to be his friend. Come on. You know who does that? You know who does that real good? Manny Pacquiao does that. Manny Pacquiao always with the smile. Manny Pacquiao's always going to smile with you.
But do we agree that this ain't the kind of rematch that Anthony Joshua is fighting against Andy Ruiz?
It's not, but he could show that again. He could show. Look, Alexander Usyk beat him.
We agree, right? That Andy Ruiz even never took the. We agree that Andy Ruiz got kind of lucky. That's himself in that fight. The way he acted, the way that he made that money, the way that he was, he overblowed in weight when he came back for the rematch. This is a different kind of an animal who's coming back for a rematch against Alexander.
But you know what? It can happen to the greats of them. We only know look. We only know that about we only know about that with Andy Ruiz because Andy Ruiz just was real enough to tell the people. If Andy Ruiz would have kept his mouth shut, you would have never known what he was doing. It happens to the greats. So for me to say, it won't happen to Alexander Usyk, it could happen. Maybe it's happening to Alexander Usyk now, but how do we know? Well, we don't. I'm not seeing any clips of Alexander Usyk. I'm seeing clips of Anthony Joshua back in the ring. It happened to Roberto Duran. It happened to Mike Tyson. So it doesn't matter how great you are. You could slip up. It happens to the greats. That we've seen it from the greats. That's why we know it can happen from the greats. So maybe Usyk right now is drinking some pines. Maybe. How do we know?
Well, I'll tell you this much, yeah. I gotta admire Anthony Joshua for one thing though. He's willing to face all his demons even after losing. Yeah? He ain't ducking the smoke. He's coming back for the revenge. And he believes he wants that rematch and he can win. So who are we to say that Anthony Joshua cannot beat Alexander Usyk, bro? Because let me tell you something. Anthony Joshua has proved that he can come back and he can fight a little bit different sometimes. Right? But I just also do believe that there's a man in front of him who's worked him out too. And is coming back in that rematch way more comfortable than him. And I believe Anthony Joshua needs that killer instinct inside of him. He's got to be willing to take chances. He has to make it dirty. He has to make it a fight. He cannot wait for Alexander Usyk to set the pace.
Yeah, we're going in circles on that one.
Alexander Usyk, and he waits for Alexander Usyk will tee off on this guy.
Yeah, we're going on circle on this. Let's go to another fight. I don't want to stay on that Anthony Joshua Usyk. What you think about Chocolatito Estrada 2? 3.
Man, the thing is Chocolatito got the strength, bro, to hurt Estrada though. You get me? Because Estrada got too much punches, too much work rate, bro.
But I think both of these. What you mean work rate? Do you know that Chocolatito has thrown the most punches?
Who's thrown the most punches?
Chocolatito.
Really?
Yes.
I always feel like Estrada's always moving around
He's moving around, but he ain't throwing more punches. Chocolatito's no. I think he leads it in the punch count in the past, probably like 5 years.
Hey, look, man.
Ain't nobody outworking Chocolatito. Ain't nobody outworking.
But listen, my thing is this though. Estrada always seems to edge the rounds, bro. And like, look, Chocolatito comes and he lands punches, but then Estrada starts to, you know what I mean? He works that flurry, he moves around a lot, and some people say that well, at the end of the day, he's getting away from danger a lot and bringing back his own punches.
Well, Estrada, his Estrada style when there's a close fight. When there's a close fight, Estrada style when you judge in a fight, right? Clean, effective punches. Jab secondary, power punches primary, ring generalship, who controls the 3-minute intervals of each round. When you see Estrada and Chocolatito having a close round, but then you see Estrada bouncing around, bouncing off, outside the ring, coming inside, outside. It looks like he's winning the ring generalship on a close round because he's the one that looked like he could fight the inside if he wants, and he'll pull back out if he wants. And then when you keep it in the middle of the ring, then it looks like it's his pace. What Chocolatito
But
likes
again, we
to
go back to this question. Then
it still keeps like Chocolatito on the inside. So then it seems like he's winning the ring generalship, and maybe on those close rounds, the judges gave it to Estrada.
Well, you got to look at it the same way you got to look at the Jamel Charlo Castaño fight. You got one guy who keeps coming forward, but then you got another guy who's analyzing movement, making the most of the ring, taking those quick punches at him. Now, look, you got to remember this. For a man to be moving around and getting away from a guy who's that aggressive and constantly bring aggression to him when he's ready and still take it to him in the middle of the ring, like what Jamel Charlo did, people felt like, well, Brian Castaño came forward a lot more. Now, that's the same thing with the Chocolatito versus Estrada. Chocolatito going to be more aggressor, and, you're going to see Estrada moving around and using the maximum of his space and try and land the shots and then get away from danger, get on his feet. And it's going to look like he's running, but he ain't running. He's analyzing where he needs to come back.
If this what it is, and this is the difference, I could break it down briefly. If you an aggressive fighter, you could be an aggressive fighter, but if you could be aggressive and keep it in the middle of the ring, most of the time when you're being aggressive, you could be aggressive and you could have him on the ropes, and all the fans are saying, "Oh my God, he's on the ropes." But guess what, folks? You're compromising the judges. You have him on the ropes on one side. Guess what? The other side, there's a judge that might not see that work. That's what the people at home don't understand, that when there's three judges, they're not in the same spot. So an aggressive fighter, you keep it in the middle of the ring, and then you get the points. Then you're not compromising the judges. Every judge on each side is watching those clean punches land. You're not compromising the judges. They watching your work. They counting, they tallying up the points and things of that nature. So, a Porter that let's say Sean Porter that likes to put his opponents in the ropes, but then he loses those close fights. He loses the Kell Brook fight. He lost the Earl Spence fight. He lost the Keith Thurman fight. But when you saw those land punches, the one he got hurt, when Keith Thurman landed that punch in the third round, it was in the middle of the ring. When Earl Spence landed that flash where he hit the glove when Sean Porter was in the middle of the ring. When Sean Porter was landing his shots, normally was close to the ropes, compromise of the judges. So those close fights, you got to be, you got this. That's why trainers and coaches be like, keep your work in the middle of the ring. Keep it in the middle of the ring so you won't compromise the judges. And I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people also felt that Chocolatito is aggressive. He throws a lot of punches. He keeps it in the middle of the ring. That's why for some people they felt like it was a robbery.
Yeah.
Brian Castaño, where he did his damage on the ropes. But where did Jamal Charlo was succeeding? In the middle of the ring. Thus, you saw a draw. No matter how people want to cut it, slice, or whatever, your vision is not, your angle is not the same angle as certain judges, and that's what it is. Keep it in the middle of the ring, and you go and you could be aggressive and you win the fight.
Yeah, I guess there's a way to control and maximize off your aggression. But if a fighter is able to move, slip aside, sidestep you, and land pity-patty shots on you, and able to sometimes you're missing these shots. You're hitting elbows, you're hitting arms. It looks like they're heavy shots, but they're not landing. And the guy who's landing the shots is the one moving around in the ring and actually touching you. Even those jabs, there's a reason why they say a jab is a very key of this fucking boxing. Jabs are key, that will win you the fight. Yeah. There's a reason. Because those little tippy jabs, doesn't matter. Even if they split through the guard, you're going to get scored.
Not in professional boxing. This is why I always emphasize when I do the this is not the amateurs. In the amateur, that pity pass shit work. And I don't know why it works, but remember, that's why I always tell people it's clean, effective punches. Clean, effective punches. But yo, Rapstar, let me put you back, Rapstar. Let me put you back. Is this the 2020 trainer of the year?
You already know, babe. You already know.
2020 trainer of the year. What's good, man?
There's people that have been doing this sport all their lives, man, and they never get this opportunity, bro. And I'm just like, bro, my speech was on point. You know, even though you know, they fucked us with that decision. You know, we still, you know, we still strong. You know, I said it all the time. You know, the only way that anybody could beat us is by health. I always said that every time. You know, and because I have an asthmatic kid, you know, and this happened to him actually when he was 10 years old. You know, we was fighting nationals in the amateurs, and he won the fight, but he fought 3 rounds, bro, without air, and he collapsed at the end of the fight. He collapsed in the corner. He got an outstanding ovation because the paramedics had to come in and, you know, give him some air, and they took him to the ambulance. He was sick for almost 10 days, bro. Like he wasn't coming back because of his oxygen levels. So I almost lost him. You know, I think that happened for a reason. I think that made him strong. You know, because I was gonna lose him. They were just gonna disconnect him because his oxygen levels were like, they're supposed to be like somewhere around 98 or something, and he was like at 94, 95, and it was not coming up, and he was in the ICU. The same scenario happened right after the fight.
Yeah. And
we didn't know that how serious it was until he was in the hospital, and they told me that, you know, they actually gave him 50-50 chances of survival. And when they told me that shit, I was at the hotel. My wife went over there because they don't allow nobody in, but they allow my wife in. And when they told me that, I ran to the hospital and I said, fuck it, I got to see my son. And I almost got into a big fight with everybody there. And they allowed me to get in. And man, I was there for like 4 days, just fucking crying, bro, you know, because not only did they took the fight from us. You know, this kid fought the way he fought. You know, we don't put excuses. You know, he fought with a fractured elbow. We didn't say nothing about that. I mean, my son has fought with a broken hand when we beat William Silva for 7 rounds. You know, his bones were popping up. So we don't put excuses on that, you know, because every boxer doesn't go in there 100. You always have fucking fractures. You always, you know what I'm saying? You always not 100, but you know, when you have a hole in your fucking lung and a hole in your throat because you're trying to fucking hydrate back because you know my son has been at 135 for fucking 8 years. I should have just let go of those belts right after Lomachenko, man. You know, because he should have been fighting at 140 3 years ago. And
do you think because y'all been so used to, you know, he's asthmatic. And you know, there was times where he's having an asthma attack during fighting. Not used to him being that type of fighter. Come on, like he's too,
you know what?
How you say? What's the word? Come on,
confident?
Not too confident, but like how you say? What's the word? Like
what? Used to it, or like because it happens to him all the time.
Too bad for your own good. Come on, too reckless for your own good. Like he's so used to fighting.
But that's on him. That's not on me. You know what I'm saying? I always tell him to be truthful to me and let me know how he feels because, you know, a lot of this has to do with him trying to make, you know, the postponements and the fight being stopped so many times that he just got tired of it and he didn't want to wait no more. Like he got sick on me 2 days before the fight because once he started cutting the weight, you know, because he drinks about 1.5 gallons or 2 gallons of water every day, you know, just to maintain. And then we start cutting the weight 3 or 4 days before the fight. Right after we started cutting the weight, that's when the problems started happening, you know. And then he told me 2 days before the fight, I don't feel the same. It's something weird. It's something weird in my throat. I don't feel good. And I told him, let's go to the emergency room and just check to see how you're doing. And he said, nah, we can't do that because if I do that, they're going to cancel the fight. And I said, fuck the fight, bro. Let's just go check you. You know,
Yeah.
it's not gonna hurt. You know, and they would have found the issue. You know, a lot of these people, because of the hate they have towards me, and because they want to shut me up, they don't really give a fuck about my son. They just want to shut me up, and they don't understand that's a living person in there that's bringing entertainment to the crowd, that's willing to die for the crowd. You know, because I guarantee you, Moon, there's nobody in the planet that this kid is like a freak of nature. There's nobody in the planet that would have done what my son did in that fight. Anybody else would have quit. Anybody else. You know, you're fighting with, when every time you breathe, air is going inside your lungs, air is going into your throat, and air was going into his brain while he was at the fight. The doctor says that if Cambosa would have hit him with a good punch in the chest, he would have killed him. You know what I'm saying? So it was serious. I mean, and we didn't fucking get the fucking doctors. You know, ESPN wanted the fucking story. ESPN got the doctors. Mark Grigol called them. They made the interview. You know, and the doctor said that my people died just walking with the issue that he had. I don't know what it's called, but it's like very serious. Like, you're supposed to be resting. You're supposed to be taking care of yourself instead of being in the ring and fighting 12 rounds. So, you know, I'm very proud of him, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. We didn't lose nothing. We didn't lose our sponsors. You know, this dickhead fucking Cambosa is out there thinking that he beat somebody. He should have knocked my son out. He should have stopped my son in the condition my son was in. And you got to beat the champ to be the champ. You know, all that shit my son had in his face was headbutts because my son was running in. He was running in to try to take him out. You know what I'm saying? And that guy was doing the same shit over and over again. You know, which my son would have figured out if he would have been good. My son is a boxer. He's not a brawler. You know, and everybody knows that he went in there. Like, you could see, like, the first minute and a half, that's my son. First minute and a half, he tried. But then after that, he told me in the corner, he said, yo, Dad, I can't box. So I'm not a coach no more. I can't say nothing to him, but just motivate him. Because if I keep on pressuring him for him to box, it would have been worse. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, he would have probably died. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot of, it's like, people don't understand that it's harder to box than to just go aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Because when you box, you got to think, you got to move in angles, you got to go backwards, you got to go forward. So there's more leg movements than anything. And he had no legs in that fight. If you notice, all the punches he was throwing while he was jumping in. Everything was jumping in. My son don't do that. My son sets you up with a big punch and he comes for the back. Just like what he did with Comey, what he did with Lomachenko. You know, all those rounds, if you see him, he was not the same fighter with that shit. There's no fucking way in hell that bum-ass fucking Cambosa would have beat us. No way. You know? And you could see he was ready to fucking knock him out in the first round. But that shit hit him hard, bro. And it was nothing like what happened to him when he was 10 years old. This was more serious because he actually had a punctured lung and a hole in the esophagus. So, you know, there was nothing we could do about it. And I'm not putting fucking excuses, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that boy will never fucking beat my son. And he didn't even beat us because my son had the best knockdown. That motherfucker looked hurt like a motherfucker. We never looked hurt in the fight. You know, my son just looked, you know, out of gas. And that's because of his lungs, you know. So we're coming back at 140. We fight Cepeda next, hopefully. Get that fight.
Yes.
And that's going to be a great fight for us because I know that Josh Taylor ain't going to want to fight us. So we got to make it a mandatory. So the only option that I have right now, you know, the only option right now is Cepeda. And my son wants to. So, you know.
Let me get this. Good looking out, Mondo. Excited to see you and Junior rise to the top again at 140. Good looking out. Good looking out. Oh, good looking out, Mondo. So, you know, look, this is boxing. You know how it is. People not going to care what happened. People see two fighters in the ring. They don't want to hear no. Just like people ain't want to hear about Lomachenko. Just like people ain't want to hear Deontay.
Yeah, but you see, that's what I'm saying. You can't put a shoulder injury. Put a motherfucking shoulder injury when you don't have lungs. and you have
no. What I'm
it's not the same.
It's it's not injured. It's not what the fans is gonna be like. You know how the fans are.
Yeah, my son in that Loma fight had a broken fucking toe.
Yeah, I remember.
He had to get surgery afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And we don't complain. We never complain, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. As long as I know what happened in there, and if Cambosa would have beat us, I would have been depressed as fuck because I said, "Dog, we ain't fucking good, bro. Like this is all we got." You know what I'm saying? And you gonna tell me Cambosa is better than Lomachenko? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Loma will fucking destroy that dude because you don't fight. You see, I did study on Cambosas. You cannot fight Cambosas in the inside. You can't. Because that boy, all he does every time he throw, he'll come back and throw like 7 punches. We knew that. So we cannot stay in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna touch like he did in the beginning. Remember that beautiful fast jab he was throwing? He looked beautiful, bro. And I said, "Oh, we're gonna get this dude." I was so happy. I was like, and bang, he falls on the floor. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" Yeah. So that's what got me concerned because my son could take a hit, but when you don't have no legs and you're like off balance, that shit didn't hurt him. He got right back up. The thing is that I knew there was something wrong, and when he sat down, I knew it was the shit that we was going through. And then he goes, "But I thought he could fight that," and he couldn't fight it. He told me, "Dad, I can't. I got to take this guy out. I can't breathe." And and that's why he got headbutted. He got fucking elbowed. Look at the fight again, bro, and look at it again. Every time you look at it, my son did not lose that fight. It was a close fight. Worst case scenario, if they wanted to fuck us, they would have made it a tie. You know what I'm saying? But not for my son to lose. He's the champion. But Eddie Hearn's going to do whatever the fuck Eddie Hearn wants to do. That's his fucking show. And I will fucking listen. We should have just stood with Top Rank and get the get the less money because at least we was protected there. You know what I'm saying? And we going back with Bob. Bob said nothing changes. The contract is still the same. The new contract that we got with the 2 pay-per-views and the ESPN fight. Tell me any motherfucker in the world, which is ironic, that fucking they lose a fight and all of a sudden they have a pay-per-view fight next. That doesn't happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I heard that we did over 10 million views on the Zone. The fucking packed up the Madison Square Garden, bro, with fucking you had to have 2 vaccinations to get in there. And there was not one fucking seat available. There was fucking standing on the corners.
Yeah. So let me get Tito said Tio stops Cepeda in 5 rounds. That's the best option for Tio. When he beats Cepeda, he will be clear that Tio had medical issues that night. I mean, the doctors.
You see, but people don't want to fucking see that, bro. It's like, you see, we will never. My son will never do that, bro. And my son was pissed off because that piece of shit, Cambosa, was hearing him wheezing. My son was going. The whole fight. That's why that piece of shit started fucking fighting the way he was fighting because he knew my son was hurt. But you know what?
But he's a fighter. But remember, he's a fighter. He's not supposed to worry about your son's health.
No, I understand that. I'm letting you know why he was fighting hard. You understand what I'm saying? That's why he was fighting hard. I'm not saying he wasn't supposed to do that. Of course, I would take advantage of that shit. Anybody will. And I don't fucking, I'm not blaming him for it, but he's a fucking phony. He's a fake. You understand? If they put a dude and let's say you get into a street fight and a dude gasses up like in 5-10 seconds. Yeah. Even though he beating the shit out of you, you're going to end up beating the shit out of him. Because everything is about your lungs, bro. You're breathing. You know what I'm saying? And my son don't fucking fight like that, bro. Look at all his fucking fights. He boxes in the distance where he could touch you, but you can't touch him. I learned all that shit from Floyd. We never give you the face. Never. And it was just horrible, bro. But I mean, he made it entertaining. But he made it entertaining for everybody.
Yeah. I say this. Me knowing when I was over there in fight week on Wednesday, he was like, yo, my chest is hurting. I don't even, yo, I feel quadruple times worse than I ever felt.
Yeah.
Like I know on Friday, I said he shouldn't even be in the ring.
Yeah.
I said that. I said he shouldn't even be in the ring. You know, y'all was taking care of him. Y'all wanted him to, y'all, the family wanted him to go to the hospital, but he wanted to fight. But
it was him. It was him. It was not me. I don't give a fuck about money or anything more than his life.
Yeah.
And I know what I could pay, what price I could pay, because this has happened to him before.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's happened to him in the amateurs a lot. But that I'm just saying that night, because that night is when I almost lost him. It was like 7 days. I don't remember. It was like 7 days or 10 days. I don't remember how long it was.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I never left the hospital. I was there with him. And he was like 10 years old when this happened to him. I think that made him really strong, you know. You know, he's very strong-minded. That night he couldn't think. And 90% of my son's wins are by thinking. You understand? He's constantly thinking in there. He constantly remembering all your moves. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he does it, but he remembers every move that you make.
Yeah.
So, he counters off that shit. And that's what makes him special. You think that if my son would only be a hard fighter, he would be where he's at? No. My son is not a knockout artist. My son is a boxer before he was a puncher. You know? And we showed that shit with Loma. We showed that shit with Loma. That's why nobody want to fight us. All of a sudden, Cambosa wins, everybody want to fight him. Because they know what my son was in there. They know what the doctors say.
Tito said rematch at 140 after beating Taylor for the belts. Good looking out, Tito. Good looking out. How is his health now?
A rematch with who?
No, he's saying that y'all will beat Josh Taylor and then rematch Cambosa at 140.
So Cambosa's not gonna be around, bro. The only reason why Eddie Hearn did this shit to us is because Eddie Hearn wants that fight with Devin Haney. And they're gonna take all those belts from that boy. Because look, I said it before Eddie Hearn even came out and said that Cambosa still needs to fight Devin Haney because he's still not undisputed. That motherfucker's a piece of shit. Yo, that motherfucker's the devil, bro. I'm telling you, he don't give a fuck. Bro, that motherfucker was smiling the whole fucking time, and he walked in with them. He walked in with Cambosas and Luther Vella and all those motherfuckers. And I was looking at my son. I said, look at this motherfucker walking with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I told my son, you better knock this motherfucker out. You know, because if not, we fucked. You know, because they're going to fucking try to rob us, you know. We went in there knowing we were going to beat this dude, bro. But when my son came and sat down in the second round and told me that he couldn't breathe, that's something new. Like, you know, he's never told me something like that. And he says, Dad, I can't box. You could hear it, bro. People must have heard that. Because that's the first thing he tells me when he sat down. You know,
what's I mean, look, at the end of the day, there was two guys in the ring. It was a good fight.
Let him have his shine. Let him have his shine. Let him go to Australia. But you know what? At the end of the day, 3, 5 years, 4 years from now, that motherfucker's not going to be known for nothing. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to be remembered in Australia for what he did. But when they find out that shit was all a fucking, what's the word I want to use? That shit was just luck. Fucking luck, bro. Like, the worst case scenario was God taking my son's lungs, bro. It's like the only thing God could do to my son was to take his lungs. Because he can't take his abilities. He can't take his gift. But he could take his lungs. That's the only thing that fucked us, bro, that night. You know, and he still pulled it off. He gave his life for the fucking public, bro. He gave his life for everybody, bro. They're coming now. They fucking wishing us death. You know, I was hearing some motherfucker saying that he's happy. He hopes that I fucking die. He hopes my son dies. You know what? Fucking, yo, this world is fucking crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I was saying about the boxing world. You know what I'm saying? The boxing world is not gonna give a damn. They only gonna give a damn what was the result.
Yeah, you know, but that's only because the judges say it. You know what I'm saying? You know, one of the judges had him winning, bro. You know, it's like that's what the judge is saying.
That's the but you know what? When it comes to split decisions, both fighters are always gonna feel like they won because they're always gonna go with that judge.
My son wasn't even supposed to get a split decision, bro. The way he was that night, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. That motherfucker should have fucking knocked my son out or stopped him, and he couldn't even do that. That's because he's shitty. He's a shitty-ass boxer. Watch him fight Devin Haney, and he gonna lose. And they're gonna take all the belts for him because that's the setup. That's what Eddie wanted. You understand? Because Eddie knew that we wasn't gonna go back with him. He knew we had this deal with Top Rank. We was gonna leave with all the belts. He wasn't gonna let that shit happen.
But why? I mean, I think it's tough to say. It's tough to say what you're saying is actually tough.
I'm not saying anything, bro. I'm not saying anything. I don't give a fuck. But I know that Eddie didn't want us to win. All right.
But remember, leading up to the fight, it was all about really Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Leading up to the fight,
how come the doctors fucking let him fucking fight? The commission, the doctors from the commission, they let him fight. And you heard what the doctor said. There was no way they could not hear that shit in his lungs. No fucking way. It was a setup, bro. They fucking let this kid go in there and lose his life because he could have lost his life, and I would have fucking sued the shit out of those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because they gotta stop that shit. Because the fight was too big to stop. No, bro, you don't do that to an athlete, bro. It's like we're fucking meat now, bro. Like they don't care about us. You know, the specialist from Bellevue Hospital said that there's no way the doctors from the commission, the doctors before the fight, didn't hear that. Didn't hear his fucking lungs. No way.
But also, there's always gonna be some accountability, since they always gonna be like, what about if Tio knew, even though that he knew about his health and he knew that he was.
I understand that, but he didn't know that he had fucking holes in his fucking lungs. He doesn't have a testicle. What you call that shit? The testicle? He didn't have one to hear his fucking lungs. I know. He's not a doctor. You know, he thought it was just regular asthma. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault. He thought he could pull through, but it's not the same as going in there and fighting somebody. That's when you realize it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when you're fucking fighting your hardest. And we don't have no excuses. My son is not upset at all. He's just upset that it's happened to him, you know. But he knows he knows that guy was easy. He knows it. So he feels content. He's not upset like, damn, Dad, I suck, man. I can't box no more. You know, like he wasn't down or nothing. He knew that injury fucking was the one that took his fight, because he was left out there vulnerable. So they could have done anything to us. You know, so but it was our fault. It was our fault because we let them do that to us. You know what I'm saying? We let them touch us. And I told him, listen, we cannot lose this weight at the last minute, because you know you're too big. You're getting too big, and we sacrificed, bro. We should have left. Remember back in the days when we was talking about not even fighting Loma because we couldn't make the weight no more. You know, because this is how he gets. And this is every time he makes weight, because the last 3 pounds was always hard for him. Wait, you know, sometimes he will almost faint. You know,
but that's right. That right there, that's when the accountability needs to take place. That's when y'all got to save him from himself, because the fighter's gonna fight.
I try, but he's a man. He does what he wants to do. You understand? I can't stop him. So another thing that I got to tell you is, there's nobody on this planet that could take my son when he boxes. That's what makes him special. And he couldn't do that night. He couldn't do the back right hand. He couldn't catch and shoot. He couldn't do none of that shit. He was just going in there, jumping in with the left hook, trying to knock this dude out with the right hand. And he was catching him, but he had no pop in that fucking hand because he had no legs. You know, and he was jumping in while he was doing everything, which you know, we created the headbutts, we created all that shit. You know, all his injuries went away like in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Because those were all headbutts, bro. The same thing with Lomachenko. All headbutts, you know, at the end of the rounds. you know, because then he was getting fucking tired. You know, that's a problem that he has. So we got to fix this problem so it doesn't happen again.
How would you do something different if you go back?
What I do different is I will fight Cepeda. We definitely gonna fight Josh Taylor because that's the biggest fight to be made. Once we beat Josh Taylor, because I know we could beat him, all we gotta do is box him. Once we beat Josh Taylor, my son is way faster than him, smarter than him, moves better than him. So we know we could beat this guy. And he's southpaw, southpaw. Wait, let me finish. And he's southpaw, which is the best thing possible. Then just move up to 147 and say, fuck it. That's how we're gonna change this shit. Because and then we go to 147, then we'll go to 154. I'm not gonna let him stay at a weight. That's how we're gonna change it. I'm not gonna let him stay at a weight that he can't make no more. That was our mistake.
Okay.
That's the way we're gonna change it. There's nothing else we're gonna change. Because my son feels strong at 140. You know, when we was doing the camp, he said, "Damn, Dad, I wish I could just go in at 140. I feel strong." You know, because he knew what was coming. He knew those last 3 pounds were gonna kill him. He knew it. You know, and the shit is like he could have made the weight the night before, but he was already fucked anyway, so it doesn't really even matter. You know, but he could have made the weight the night before the weigh-ins, because what happened was my son started rubbing icy hot on his arm because he had a fractured elbow, and then he felt his shoulders were hurting a little bit. So she rubbed icy hot all around him. So what we do the night before the weigh-ins, we always put him on a bathtub with hot water so he could lose the last pounds. So he was 3 pounds over. And when he got inside the hot water, he came out screaming, bro, because the icy hot fucked him up. So I told him, yo, bro, I rubbed that shit down and we'll still do it. I don't want you losing this weight tomorrow. Let's do it now. And he said, no, Dad, I ain't doing it. I don't feel good. And this shit is burning the shit out of me. And I think that hurt us a little bit because he woke up at 3 pounds heavy. Like he didn't lose no weight overnight, you know? And that's how you know that he had nothing else to lose. And then we had to bring him into the steam room, saunas, you know. Just like
you said that look, people don't give a damn about the health. People don't give a damn if your son is going to be alive or not.
He did. He did 30 minutes. Wait. He did 30 minutes of steam room and sauna the next day, right before the weigh-in, to lose the weight. You know, when he hit 135, that's when we took him straight to the weigh-ins. You know, and that's when he was like collapsed right after he weighed in. He just like collapsed, and we had to do some other things, you know, to hydrate him. You understand?
Yeah. And that's the only, I mean, look, again, I know for a fact, me with my eyes and the information I know, I was in fight week, so I know where his situation, you know what I'm saying? The boxing world, but the boxing, that me knowing something and the boxing world caring about it, they don't care. That's what, just like you said earlier, just like you see comments saying they don't give a damn about your son's health.
Well, you know what?
What?
He's not only okay. Go ahead, Moon. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, because I was gonna say that, you know, they don't care. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. So it's right now it's just moving forward to 140, where y'all feel like it's comfortable and regaining that takeover aura. But what happened that fight? You know, I think everybody needs to take accountability for what happened that fight. You know what I'm saying? The fighter, the camp, the doctor, if they let him go when they should have found something. They should have found something when they did the test. That's just boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport where health is very important, but health is the part where people watch to see another man destroy another person's health.
So that's health, right. It's a beating up business. Yeah, I understand that.
So the least what fans care is the fighter's health. So when they think about, they don't give a fuck, and that's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I just say take whatever experience that you had with this one, whether it's technical, mental, injuries, even going to camp and trying to find a game plan to work around the injury and things of that nature. And then you go back to 140 and do what you got to do, go back to the drawing board and be the best, be the best trainer that you're capable of being the best fighter that he's capable of being.
I promise you this year, we're going to be, listen, the biggest fight to be made this year is, because I think in boxing history, once we beat Cepeda, we got to beat him first. We cannot overlook him. Right? We got to beat Cepeda first. Once we beat Cepeda, the first, I think this is the first time an undisputed, an ex-undisputed world champion at, at 135, he was the first one. But another world champ is going to fight another, in another weight division and become undisputed again. I think that's the first time in boxing history that has happened. You know what I'm saying? And God has just put it like right there, lined up, so he could do this. So we still have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once we do that, I promise you, nobody's going to remember Cambosa's bullshit. Nobody. Because nobody's going to tell me that Cambosa is better than Josh Taylor. You understand? Nobody. You understand? So once we beat Josh, you see, we still chasing greatness, bro. We're not fucking looking for easy fights. Cepeda's not an easy fight. He's coming off a great fucking knockout. You know what I'm saying? Fight of the year when he fought Barenchik. So we fighting a real cat. And I'm looking forward for that fight because I know what we're gonna do. You know, and who gets chances like that? Nobody. And lined up like that, nobody. And then it's gonna be a pay-per-view.
Then it's up to you to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of it.
Oh fuck yeah, we're gonna take advantage of it. I'm fucking gonna grab it from his throat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell him, you coming with me, motherfucker. We're gonna fucking just lock ourselves up and fucking because we cannot fuck this shit up this year, bro. We could win Trainer of the Year and Fight of the Year again, back to back. You know what I'm saying? Not back to back because Reynoso won it and Canelo won it, and they deserve it more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy for it. You know, these cats are never gonna see that shit. Never. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be short-lived. They haven't done the shit that we have done. You know? They just got lucky that night. They got lucky that night, bro. And they could fucking, and they knew it, bro, because they could hear my son that he was sick. They knew he was sick, you know, and that gives you more balls.
But you know what? You remember when you used to say is in the books? Well, George Cambosa is in the books. He trained. Yeah, he trained.
No, but listen to me. No. Because I said nobody could beat my son. The only way they could beat him is by health. And that's what happened that night. He didn't fucking beat us, bro. And he didn't even beat us because you got to beat the champion to be the champion. That motherfucker looked all dizzy when my son fucking almost knocked him out. And if my son would have been good, he would have finished him. You know that.
Hey, it was a close fight.
Don't give props to that fucking guy. Please do not give props to that guy. Do not give props to that guy. Until he beats a fucking live dude, don't give props to that guy because that guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Yo, Tia,
you can't go.
Listen to me.
You got doctors, fucking professionals that I didn't get, that fucking Mark Grigol got, saying that my son should have died in that fight, and you giving props to that piece of shit? That motherfucker's a piece of shit, bro. You know, he's walking around like he beat us, bro. He never beat us. He never beat us. Look at the fucking fight. My son should have won because he was champion.
In the rims of the boxing world. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking
about that.
But this is punch one boxing, baby. It's boxing.
But you know what? I guarantee you this made my son stronger. I guarantee you.
It should have.
Because it's easy to get it. It's hard to maintain it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a believer about that. You know, we're going to come back stronger. You know, I give a fuck about that dude. To me, it's garbage. And y'all people going to see. He fights Devin Haney, he going to lose. Okay? And then he going to be forgotten.
He fights Loma. Who you got?
My son,
Cambosa.
Loma's going to fucking kill him, bro. Because Loma don't go in, bro. Loma stays in the angles. That's the way to beat this bum. You know what I'm saying? You know, my son.
Don't call fighters the bums, man. Come on, they risk their life.
The thing is, this guy needs a body. Listen to me. This guy needs a body to hit. So that's one thing we was not going to do, stay in the pocket. That's one thing we don't do with nobody. You know, my son is always fighting backwards like Bruce Lee, bro. That's what I teach my son. I couldn't even coach him. After the first round, he told me I can't box. So that's it, I'm out. All I could do is motivate him, you know?
Mm.
And then everybody's calling him. I don't want to say names, but very, very higher trainers, really good trainers were calling him, telling him, yo, I'm here. I could train you, you know, come down here. You know, like it was my fault. Bro, I wasn't even training him in that fight. I couldn't train him, you know, because when he boxes, I let him know what he has to do. But when he's telling me that he can't box, it's over. It's on to him. He just got to fight hard. And he fought hard for 12 rounds. For what? For nothing. Because if he would have died, nobody would have gave a fuck about him. And I told him, don't ever fucking do that again, because it's not worth dying for nobody.
But remember when I told you, I said, remember when you said, I want to fight Devin Haney, I said, and remember we was talking about moving forward, and you're like, I want to shut the haters up. And I said, even if you win, you would never shut the haters up.
I never said that. I never said that because I love haters. I love haters.
No. I said, but you said you want to shut the haters up.
Oh, I don't know if I said that, but
of course.
we really wanted to fight Devin Haney, but imagine that would have happened to us with Devin Haney. It would have been worse. You know
Shout
what I'm
out,
saying?
Punch.
So, yeah.
Glad to see you healthy. Senior had me for a second, but here we go again.
No, but everybody thinks, you see, everybody thinks I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna shut up because I know what I got. You know, my son is not gonna lose all his abilities, you know, overnight. It's not gonna happen. You know,
what do you feel about what do you feel about Jonathan Ramirez saying excuses? What do you feel about that?
Yeah, but I know nobody's making no excuses. I'm just saying that was not my son in there. He had no lungs, bro. Look, he even had a fractured elbow. Nobody even talked about that. I didn't even say nothing about that, because when you have a fracture or a broken bone,
yeah, I know about that.
I don't give a fuck about that.
He didn't spar for 5 weeks. I know that.
Exactly, because he couldn't. You know, because he had a fractured elbow, and he didn't want to do surgery because the fight was too close. Just everything went wrong, bro. Everything went wrong, and shit like that happens. You know, because you got to realize it's better that happen now than it happens this year, because this is his biggest year. This is where he's gonna make millions and millions of dollars, because he gets a big cut out of the pay-per-view buys. You know, and
I would say like this. Look, health-wise, how he went inside the ring is warriors. He's a warrior for going inside the ring with the condition that he was going in, right?
Fuck yeah.
But
for lasting 12 rounds.
And for me, knowing me, seeing him, talking to him, and him telling me the days before the fight how he felt. That performance, to me, in my opinion, was I gave him. I became a bigger fan than with the Lomachenko fight, because I know how he was going inside that ring. He was not supposed to be in the ring on Saturday, but that's me knowing me. But now me just speaking general, being as a fan, like I can't just give my opinion, but speak also for the people. In boxing, is unfortunate. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody, if they say if you had a broken ankle, is an excuse.
I understand that.
That's why we gotta move. That's why you gotta move forward.
I understand that, but I'm telling you, I'm predicting everything right now. Devin Haney is going to fight this fucking asshole Cambosa again. I mean, he's gonna fight him, and they're gonna take all the belts from him. I guarantee you that shit. Like we fucking like I'm eating breakfast tomorrow, bro. I'm telling you.
Your son said he's gonna be undisputed again at 140.
Oh, bro, listen.
How you feel about
that's gonna happen, bro? Because he's not gonna get. Yo, listen. What was killing him was those 3 last pounds, those 4 last pounds. You know, when he's sparring, he'd be killing all these fucking world champions. I know what I have. The thing is, when you can't box and he can't do what he wants to do. You know, that shit is just a lot of fucking pressure, bro, especially when you got air going into your fucking brain. I mean, I could just imagine what he was going through, you know, and then he collapsing after the fight upstairs where they were doing they were going to do stitches on him, and he couldn't even get the stitches done because he had to go straight to the emergency room. And then he was in ICU for 4 days. The doctor said all this shit. It wasn't even me. You know, that was Mark Grigel that brought up the story. You know, and all I know is that I was scared that this was gonna be a career-ending situation. Because I didn't know if he was gonna recuperate 100, but he's 100 now. You know, he's probably like 90 around there, but like he's not coughing no more. I think he's doing really good. You know, he's just having fun right now. He's having fun.
What do you feel about when people critique and be like, "Damn, why you got to be more humble"? I'm seeing people in the chat. What do you feel? What do you tell the people that tells you?
There's not being in this game. You can't be humble. In this game, you gotta talk. You gotta talk what you believe. You know, I believe in my son. I cannot say, okay, we're gonna lose to this dude. No, you know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody having any chance with my son when he's 100 because of the way his style is, the way he boxes. He doesn't let you touch him. He's too far away. He could touch you, but you can't touch him, and he sets you up for that big punch. He could not do that in that fight. You know, when have you seen my son trying to knock you out every round? I mean, he doesn't do that. He boxes, and if the opportunity shows itself, he'll go for it.
Now, but you know what's funny is that people ask y'all to be humble, but then when they hear about your son's health, that he could have died in the ring, nobody want to fucking hear it. But they want y'all to be humble, but they don't want to be humble themselves.
Thank you.
That's the funny shit. Because
they don't like my mouth. They don't like the type of way that I talk.
I'm gonna put it up for it. I'm gonna say it like this. Y'all people out there, y'all so desperate. I'm gonna say my opinion about this humble shit. Y'all so desperate for Teofimo Lopez and his father to be humble. But when the doctor comes out and say this man could have died in the ring, y'all motherfuckers will be like, but no excuses. So what the fuck where's your humbleness? Where is y'all humbleness? Where is y'all humbleness? I gotta say this. Where's y'all humbleness, fans? When fighters are going in there, you know what I'm saying? Some of these fighters, 50% of the fighters that if we take them to Cleveland right now and check their brain, they all got brain damage. Something Grace is popping. But none of y'all motherfuckers care. None of y'all motherfuckers are stepping inside the ring. Y'all watching warriors step inside the ring. The humbleness, it got to be the fans. The humbleness is y'all because they know they're getting inside the ring. They know they're risking their lives. Ain't nobody risking their lives but the fighters. So all this humble talk, shut the fuck up. Because y'all watching warriors. Y'all didn't give a fuck about the dude. Y'all don't give a fuck about Wilder. Y'all don't give a fuck about Loma. Y'all don't give a fuck about Tio. Y'all don't give a fuck about no fighters. Quit with the humble shit. Because we here 24/7 in the YTBC talking shit about fighters. Y'all got to be the humble one. He's the one that's putting his son on the line.
Moon, it don't matter. They're not going to learn, bro. That's just the way.
Because it's contradictions.
That's just what they are, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I told my son. Right,
but put it this way. Put it this way, Tio. They want you to shut up, but for what? Shut up for what? Because they were saying that people was already saying for you to get fired when you beat Lomachenko, when your son beat Lomachenko. They were still saying, hey, yo, Tio should fire his father. So now he loses. So
but you know what's the funniest thing? When my son got cleared out of the hospital, he posted up, we in this shit until the wheels fall off. You know what I'm saying? Because my son knows my techniques and what I have shown him. Everything that he knows, I shown him. You know what I'm saying? I could just see things in the ring, and I will fix them. You know, I'm not a motivational coach. That night I had to be because I wasn't gonna pressure my son into doing something that he didn't want her to do. You know, at the end of the day, he's the one in there fighting. You know what I'm saying? And if he told me I can't box, but he said it in a way like, shut the fuck up, you know, like, I don't want to hear it. I just can't box. So right there, he's telling me, I don't want you coaching me no more because I'm not going to do it. Because he knew he was dying, bro. And I told him, this is for you to learn that it's not worth dying for these people. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. He has a son now. He has a son now, and I told him, yo, listen, you got a son now, bro. You got to think about him and your family before you think about your fans, because at the end of the day, you know.
And let me rephrase it to let me clear it up. I'm not saying that people. I said it earlier that the Lopez, they all should take accountability as a trainer, as a fighter. Everybody needs to take accountability. What I'm saying is, when fans are desperately asking for fighters to be humble, to shut up while we here, Lopez is gonna go and he's gonna be with his family and things of that nature. We here in the YTBC talking shit about fighters 24/7, but yet we're the one that's talking about fighters need to be humble. That's what I'm saying. That the fans really need to be humble, to ask fighters to shut up. Oh, he needs to be humble. Shut up to be humble. Or you want all the fighters to be your fucking puppet? That's what you want? Fighters to be your puppet? To shut up? No, have no confidence? No nothing? If Muhammad Ali was the best fucking talker in the world, guess what? Guess what? Even when he got beaten, he was talking shit. And who we say is the greatest of all time? Motherfucking Muhammad Ali. Ain't nobody talk shit better than Muhammad Ali. So shut the fuck up about all this humble talk when y'all don't even give a fuck about humble. Nobody in this sport. We pay to see fighters fuck each other up. What the fuck is y'all talking about humble? We cheer to see a motherfucker get knocked out. What the fuck is y'all talking about humble? When fucking Matt Marquez knocked out Manny Pacquiao, he was out cold. We pay for that shit. We cheer for that shit. When Mike Tyson is knocking everybody out, we cheer for that shit. So shut the fuck up with this humble talk. Ain't nobody in this sport, fans or fighters, are truly humble. The humble is that you know the consequences of stepping inside that ring. They humble enough to know the consequences. That's the real shit.
But you know what? You know what makes me so happy, Moon? That I don't see nobody in the game of boxing ever doing what my son is doing right now. I mean, for us to have all these attributes that we have as such a short term of fights, you know, like what he has accomplished in 17 fights is just fucking out of this fucking planet. And he's going to have the chance to undispute those belts again with only 19 fights, which is fucking crazy. It's crazy. And, you know, all we got to do is box the shit out of Josh Taylor and we're going to win that fight. You know, there's no way he could beat us. And, and I'm going to make sure of it. My son only got to have good conditioning and especially going into 140, he's going to be content at that weight. We don't have to worry about not having no lungs or having any lung problems or anything like that. I'm just looking forward for it. I got great news, bro. You're not going to believe what just happened. Remember the elections of Honduras was going to be the next day? And we sent a message to the persons that we wanted to win, which was the liberals. So I sent a message with my son the day before, I mean, like a couple of days before, saying that we was going to get a knockout on Saturday and they were going to get a knockout on Sunday when they won the elections. But so anyway, we didn't do that because of what happened, but they did. And we just got invited to the inauguration on the 27th of this month. So we flying out to Honduras and they're going to make him the banner boy. So he's going to come in with the Hondurans being the best athlete that ever came out of my country, you know. And we're going to be on the likes with, like, we're going to be around Barack Obama, the king of fucking Spain, all these fucking presidents, you know. And my son is going to be like you know, he's going to come out with con la bandera, you know. And that's just to show you how much love the country's giving us, because they know the situation my son was involved in. They're not going to give up on him, you know. And this is going to be our year. This is a big year for us, you know, because this is going to be his first pay-per-view fight, you know. And with all the shit that I've seen, and with the elections and all this shit, and we go to the inauguration, we're going to get all those 10 million people watching us now from Honduras, you know, because he's going to be considered as the athlete for my country. So, you know, just big things are coming. Beautiful things are coming. Even though a bad thing happened, God blesses us with better things. You know, being humble is not about, to me, being humble, it's just like, it's different from what everybody thinks. Like, I can't be humble in this sport. You can't be humble in the sport that you believe you're better than everybody. You understand?
Exactly. Not in the what's up, Donald Banks? Good looking out. Appreciate you, my brother. Not in the sense of how people think, the humbleness that the people want. It's like Mike Tyson said it. Yo, you gotta believe that you could be every man in the world. You gotta have that. You gotta have an extreme thought.
That has nothing to
right
do
there,
with
that's
being
not humble. Yeah.
Yes.
So
nothing. When I go out and talk to people, you know what being humble is? Stopping and talking to everybody. Taking pictures with everybody. You know, talking to little kids, you know, like I never say no to nobody. Never say no to nobody. Everybody that meets me when the streets or whatever, they say, God damn, you're a nice person, bro. Like everybody sees you like a fucking piece of shit, like a monster, whatever it is. And I say, oh, because I believe in my son, that considers me a monster. I mean, every father in the world wishes that they had the opportunity that I have right now. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, because I was part of that's why I tell all these parents that leave their kids, don't do that. They're everything in your life. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck live for when you leave your kids? You know, that to me, that's disgusting. And that was part of my son's life since he was born. I never left them. I took care of them. You know what I'm saying? So why can't I enjoy my son now? You know?
This like it's like a common like Punch. You looking biased. You know what it is? I'm biased to boxers. Y'all biased just to your own thoughts, bro. I'm biased to boxers. I created the channel. Say that every single day. I preserve the sport of boxing, preserve the fighters, and give the fighters the benefit of the doubt. Y'all don't want to give fighters the benefit of the doubt. Y'all want to shit on fighters every day. This is what these platforms are. Let's be real. Motherfuckers acting, y'all want humbleness. Y'all not humble yourselves. I'm biased to fighters. I love fighters. That's why I'm the only motherfucker in the YTBCs that says these are my modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for my pure entertainment. See, I love the fighters. That's the difference between me and the other people. Y'all act like y'all like the sport. I love fighters. I walked in this sport because my best friend died in the ring. See, I'm different from y'all motherfuckers. So I'm definitely biased to fighters. Always going to be biased to fighters. If you're not biased to this for fighters, this the channel. There's a lot of channels that got smoke. There's a lot of channels that's going to talk that says, yo, this fighter is pussy. This fighter is this. This fighter is scared. Yo, there's a lot of beautiful channels over there for y'all. Over here, we're going to give the fighters the benefit of the doubt. All right. And this is why when I go out of here and go to the arenas and you see fighters giving, yo, Punch, I like your shit, Punch, because they know I respect them. Y'all motherfuckers talk shit about them, and when they see y'all in person, y'all want pictures. But yo, I'm gonna shut this one. I'm gonna shut it down, Tio. Yo, tomorrow, I think he went out. Y'all already know. Good looking out.
Hello, Punch. I'm sorry. Hello. Yeah, you there? Punch.